Oh, well. Apparently, it's being live streamed.
Live streamed.
I didn't know that, did you? Hello, everyone. Paul ISM. Welcome to Friday night's Live at the Bench show, where you got the most enthusiastic live show crew you've ever seen in your life. Sadly, we're a couple of crew down tonight due to one thing or another. So no Simon and no Luke Ward, unfortunately. So hope they're both okay. If anyone wants to drop Luke Ward a message and tell him his operation goes okay. And yeah.
Is it that streptococcus what he's having done?
Apparently.
Cool.
Anyway, moving on quickly. So yeah, we're here for a couple of hours to entertain you. No show last week, so we're going to double up on the sections. We'll have Al's and Dan's tonight to play catch up, and then we can reset next week, can't we?
Yep. Into
the proper order. So I hope you're all had a good week. If you're in the chat, if you're new to the chat, say hello. Al's got a glass of wine. What you got there?
Cranberry juice.
Oh yeah. Oh, is it back? Is it back? Is it Al?
Of course,
he thought he got rid of that. I thought he looked a bit in pain. God knows what Roland's drinking. Anyway, yeah. If you need to chat, say hello. Let us know your name, where you're from, etc., etc. And yeah. So tonight we've got Alan Parker. We've got me. We've got Dan Croak, who's back from his adventure away. You have a good time, Dan?
Yeah, it's very good. Very good. Covered a lot of mileage.
Good.
Yeah.
Didn't run out of petrol. And you wouldn't believe there wasn't really that much of a shortage going on.
No, it's amazing, isn't it? Amazing. We've got Roland.
Yay!
We've got Mr. Al McNeish, who's there, raring to go. We've got Cyclops with us tonight as well, aka Jim Clark, and Mr. Scattergood as well. So I hope everyone's had a good week. You all had a good week?
Yes.
No. It's been crap.
Brilliant.
It's been a terrible week. It's been crap.
Mm-hmm.
I got a feeling next week's not going to be much better.
Especially lately, right, Paul?
But yeah, one of them. It's life, and we deal with it. Mika's in the chat. Mika, the decals turned up. Thank you, buddy.
Nice one, Mika.
Very much for help. Absolute legend. And we did figure out last week, the other day, that he's not an ex-Formula One driver, Alan.
I am.
You are?
Yeah, Formula One champion.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I am.
Anyway.
It would have been cool if he was, though, Paul.
It would have been amazingly cool, because if you were that famous, you probably wouldn't tell anybody, would you?
Exactly.
Oh.
Could still be in for all we know.
Yeah, exactly.
Loads of jokes there. Untasteful. I'm going to move away.
Quickly.
So, yeah. So we've got what we're buying with Alan, because Sam's not here. We've got things you've fudged up with Dan, because Luke's not here. We've got new kit releases with Mr. McNish. We've got what we've been finishing this week from Dan. Is it busy, your section, Dan?
It's not bad, to be fair.
What's yours like, Alan? Al?
It's not too bad.
Not you! Al!
30 slides-ish.
Okay. Al!
It's not too bad. We're just going to have to obviously deal with the usual Facebook issues, aren't we? Of having to go back all the time. But yeah, it's not too bad.
Yep. Roland, you got a few things?
Yeah, well, I'm good.
Yeah.
And you just put in too much, so I hope I get through all of that.
Mine's in amongst yours. It's so weird. One of these guys always picks the same one I've gone for every week. And I never know which one it is till we look at it. It's amazing.
I did the same this week as well.
Roland, whatever you do not click on that particular link that I popped in there the other night. Don't click on that one.
When I put them together before the show, I clicked on it. I said, what the hell is going on here?
Don't click on that one live. I'll put it in there just to try and sight cat, and then, yeah, I've watched it. Don't click on that. Don't click on that.
No,
And Jim, you ready to do your interview tonight?
You just said there wasn't an interview.
No, I didn't. He said next week. I said no. There's one this week, oh.
There is.
You're interviewing yourself.
I am.
Yeah.
Well, I talk to myself all the time, so that'd be perfect.
Yeah. We will start an interview. We will. Sorry, laughing at Paul in the chat. Paul Morgan's there saying, even everyone and those even that like cars. We're the proper modelers, Paul.
Yeah.
I think we'll be in the majority in here. You want to agree on that? What do you think, Alan? Proper build cars?
Yeah, we probably are in the majority in here at the moment tonight.
Broke?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Jim?
Yeah, at the moment, there's more cars for me, actually.
Yeah. Jim?
I'm an airplane dude, but yeah, you guys are a bunch of car nuts.
Okay. He doesn't know how to go along with a joke, does he?
No.
Roland, your opinion? Cars?
Oh, well, you know me, huh? I mean, come on.
Al's the one for cars, though, Paul.
He's mad on cars. It's all we ever off air is car this, feck that. I mean, everything.
Cars,
Yeah.
Star Wars. Cars, and Star Wars. That's out.
Cars
Yeah,
and stuff.
they can't shut up about
Free.
both.
Him and Gary can have a conversation about Star Wars for days.
Oh God, yeah.
And probably Dire Straits as well.
Yeah,
Dire
cars.
Straits, yeah. My God.
It's a pretty one-sided conversation, but never mind.
Yeah, I mean, you love it. He doesn't. Al's with you. I can't see you, Paul. Where are you?
What?
Paul's saying you're with him.
He's just over
Is he
here.
there?
One
Oh,
week, we'll
A
get him on one week.
day to join Al 1 week. Join him live and come join us. We could interview you at Al's.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I reckon Paul would be interested in this interview.
absolutely.
We'll get him round there and we'll interview him.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
See, I'm being serious, totally serious. He's an interesting guy.
So am I.
He loves
Done.
me, so we'll be great.
Just
And
about
Scattergood for the effect of the gag I'm running here. Cars, you think cars are the future, Dan?
Yeah, man.
He gets it, Jim.
Yeah.
You see, he understands the joke and goes along with it. Cheers, Dan.
Hi, poor Jimmy.
Why is it?
Oh, so just see that comment by Gary.
Yeah, I saw that.
Interview. Let Roland do the interrogations. Seriously, Paul, pop around to Al's. Sit with- That'd be good to do. That'd be good. I'm for that.
Yeah.
You can get
We've
drunk
got-
together.
They've got to have a few glasses of that Ribena first, though, Paul.
It's cranberry juice.
Oh, cranberry juice. Okay.
Mr. Morgan's on medication.
Oh, that'll be even more fun.
Comes
Is that the
in
liquid
330 ml bottles, I think.
Oh, antibiotic.
He's definitely on the meds.
Have you
tonight,
been, he's been hanging around those toilets again, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Are we interviewing Mr. Pashley? I highly doubt it.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on. I'd chuck money into that ring for that interview.
It'd be pretty good to interview. Gary would be really good.
Yeah.
He'd be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
He's
He
a
has
He knows a
an
lot.
knowledgeable.
awesome collection of models.
Yeah, he's a knowledgeable bloke. Right, I'm going to read some chat because I feel like. I don't know. Anyway, Alan's there saying evening. Paul Christopher says evening, fellow modelers. Walter's there saying evening all. Craig Pello's there. J.K. Chapman says hello from Pennsylvania, USA. Are you reading this, Paul? You can read it along with me. You ready? We'll go together. Gareth, evening all. Hope you're all well. And Dan's up goes okay. Dan's having one now as well.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Anyway. Paul Sam says hello. Hugh Gordon says evening, everyone. Kev's there saying, hey, you guys. Paul Shaplin's there. Hey, guys. Willie's there. Good evening, lads. Hello, Willie.
Hey, Willie.
Sean's there saying evening all. Tracy Foglinson. Tracy's there saying, hope you're okay. Paul's there saying hello to Hugh. Oh, sorry, I'm reading that out now like he's really talking to us. Adam's there saying evening, dudes. Richie's giving it an old Chateauneuf de Pape. Good evening, guys.
Bonnie to do.
Good evening, all. Daryl says fancy Coca-Cola. No, he's definitely more of a. Actually, Al's more of a Vimto man, I think.
You could be right. You could be right. Yeah, but Iron Brew, man, come on.
Iron Brew, exactly. He's
Good.
Iron Brew.
Too much of it. It's not good.
That's no. Move along. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say what I'm gonna say. Move
If you're
along.
yourself, we'll move along. Brian Lawrence says, good afternoon all. How's everyone today? Yeah.
Yeah.
John House says, good evening, everyone. Luke's in there. Cole Roberts saying evening all. In Deathweight, sir. Al McNeish is in there. Mika's there. Wendy Hickson. Hello, Wendy. Hope you're all well. You too. John Stone's there saying greetings, modelers and all the crew. Have a good one. You too, mate. I'm going to take over, Dan.
Yeah, can do. Yeah, Patrick McGeever's in with us. Evening all. Richie Lamb's there. Says Danny didn't recognise you without a hat.
Well, yes.
The name in the bottom left often gives it away, though.
Yeah.
John Stone says the fire engine build is almost done. Lots of fun. We have totally scale models in with us.
Hey, Steve. Hope you're feeling better, mate. He's had a bit of a rough trot these past.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, his pacemaker's been on the fritz.
Oh, I can't be good.
No.
Dino Johns, how's things, everybody? Looking forward to the Tyrrell, Paul.
Sold my Tyrrell to him this afternoon.
Ah, right, okay. That's a it's a good purchase, that one.
That's the P34, yeah.
Paul Morgan's in. Simon Ice 41 is in. Timson 72 is in. Our good friend Jenny is back again. Gary Wright Wind is in. He's sneaking the back again. Apparently he's working. I doubt that somehow, Gary. Paul Morgan, Al's with me. Yeah, we got that one. Tam McMillan's in. Yeah, we got Luke's comment about interviewing Mr. Pashley. Cully K is in. Tribune 43. Shane is in from New Zealand. Good evening, folks. Ben is in as well. Evening, chappies. Chris Burrell is in from Texas.
Oh, Chris.
And we've got Harry Marrick in as well.
Cool.
It's a totally scale model, still in hospital, Dan. Week 4 next week. Oh, blimey.
Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. Sorry to hear that.
Steve.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hopefully they get you sorted out soon, Steve.
Yeah.
Quano Man is in. Hi all.
Dan.
Yes.
Yeah, the name looks different on there than my Twitch stream. That's Dan.
I
think.
Okay. Grumpy Bo is in, and David Joe. Good evening, all.
Hello.
And a Frosty Play.
Dude, and then changed it to good evening, guys. Got feeling about the length on his keypad. Hello, Frosty Plays. That's a new name, that one.
Yeah.
You. What's your name? Where you from? God, sound like Silver Black. 8.
Yeah. Maybe a 7.
8.
I thought it was Kim scores.
What?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
You said 8 and I said 7.
What?
It's lost.
What are you on about?
Me
You
too.
said you sound like Cilla Black, blind date. You've got to give a score. No, it's all right. Ignore me. Everybody else does.
Have you got the thinners open tonight? Have you got the thinners open tonight, Al?
I'm on the beer, Dan. I'm on the beer.
That explains a lot.
Am I the only one lost by that?
No.
No.
No, we all knew what that was about.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got yeah. Who's that in the chat?
Pheasant Plucker.
Good evening, sports fans. There you go. Hello.
I bet he's not a pheasant plucker. I bet he's a pheasant plucker, son. And he's only plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucker comes.
I'm already sat down, Kev, luckily.
There we go.
High powers to get his name. Frosty Plays.
Frosty Plays.
Sounds like a
Ryan.
Terwilliger.
Terwilliger. Is anybody Is Paul breaking up for anybody else? or is it
Yeah.
just me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thanks for breaking it for me, Casey.
Every time it's my fan, I forget it's there, blows on the mic. That makes my own
Yeah.
right pain in the ass.
But that bit came through perfectly for me. How weird.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm going with Terwilliger. Frosty Plays is Terwilliger. It's when Paul knocks on your front door and bursts in. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, it'll be a surprise, all right.
Or you'll go with a Tony. So, come on now, we're having guesses on your name, Frosty. What's your name, buddy? Just your first name will do. You don't have to give us a whole name, your address, and everything.
What your bank details will do.
Yeah, I was going to say, put your details on there.
Everyone got money on the Euro Millions tonight?
I have.
I have.
Always have money on the Euro Millions. Do you know what? Do you know
Hang
what I
on,
want to win?
Dan, if you win,
Yeah, man.
you give me $1 million. If I win, I give you $1 million.
Yeah, man.
Deal?
Yeah.
You're all there.
I'll give you $1 million.
Now you can start off. I'm doing it with Dan, not you. You're unlucky.
Well, on Wednesday's lottery, do you know what I won on Wednesday?
Quid.
Nope, 2 more days at work.
Wow. That's a terrible lottery.
Yep. And do you know what I won on Tuesday?
3 more days at work.
3 more days at work.
You heard that? That's contractually binding. That there.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I walked in from work today and I told my missus, I said, I don't want to win it all. Just a quarter share of it will do me. You know, I don't want to be greedy.
That's the thing nowadays. $1 million's not that much. I mean, you'd live comfortably, wouldn't you, on $1 million?
Oh, definitely.
But you could spend it so fast.
I'd have a nice 20-car garage, put it that way.
Yeah. Well, what is
that is one.
your $1 million? 172 million?
Yeah, something like that tonight. Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
See, just 20 would do. Just 20. I don't want to be greedy. I'll share it with 20 other people or 10 other people or whatever. It works like that.
Yeah.
Well, I've had, what have I had on it tonight? I've had £52.
Oh wow.
Jesus.
I
got one. I got a ticket.
I have a lot. Yes.
Just one.
You
Yeah,
only need 1 ticket to win, Paul.
exactly.
But the more tickets you have, the more chances you've got.
There is that.
That's how my crazy mind sees it anyway.
It is. It's just a lot.
And then when
are so against you in winning.
and then
What was
and
it
then
on the national lottery, the British one? Wasn't it something like you're more than likely to get struck twice by lightning and be in an airplane
Yes.
crash than win the lottery
Yeah.
with the odds that
For
high?
one with 64 digits.
Yeah.
One with 64 digits. So it's not particularly high.
Premium bonds is where the winnings are these days. They have £1 million premium bond winners, aren't they, at the moment?
I don't know. I thought premium bonds went out just after war.
I don't know. I was reading an article.
No, there's no war bonds.
And they're only £1 each. You can cash them back in as well, Dan.
Well, that's true. But believe it or not, I think I have got some premium bonds somewhere from 1979. I don't know. They might not even be worth toilet paper sort of money, but I've still got them.
They're still worth £1, mate.
Well, it's still worth
Luke,
a part.
what's that comment you put in the chat? I read that.
Yeah.
Paul, I get by on $250,000 is our pension. Whatever you won, it's if you want, I think over 100 grand, that could be life changing, couldn't it, for you?
Yeah.
You know, you could put it in the bank, couldn't you, and not have to worry as much. But £1 million in reality these days, that's a decent house, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could easily spend £1 million on a house, couldn't you?
Well, we put a scaffold up today on a crappy bungalow, and I kid you not, the area that it were in apparently is a very affluent area, and the bungalow was 460-something thousand to buy. The garden's smaller than my cave, and the fellas put another 320-something into it, and it's because you can see cow shit on the side of the road. That's all it is. Do you know what I mean? It's just it boggles my mind. And yeah, in the area, I think in about 2 years' time, it'll probably worth £1 million. But
Steve's put their maximum you can have in premium bonds 30. They've upped it to 50k, Steve, now. You can have 50,000 premium bonds. Yeah.
What was that message about then? Because I did clock it. Oh, she won 4.25 million. Did she really?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
I seem to remember him telling us that.
Yeah. Your sister won, a load of money. Yeah.
Do you not get on with her?
It's not that straightforward. If you win money, you can't give money away because the people you're giving it to have to pay tax on it.
Yeah.
It's not that straightforward to give money away, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So pay the tax on it.
You have to give it to people in South Africa. It's different tax laws here.
Thing is, though, if I won that money, I want it all in my bank. I don't want to be paid over 30 years. I want it all in my bank, and I want it all within a week, and then everybody else can go.
Well, I believe even those ones that say they give you 10 grand a month for 30 years, you get the money outright. They're not going to give you 10 grand a month for 30 years.
No, they Bob.
That money outright, as far as I'm aware.
Thing is, though, in 30 years' time, the inflation on that could be more than what the money that they're giving you. Do you know what I mean? So they're getting away with without paying a lot of inflation.
So spend 900k on a house and burn 100k on heating and council tax and lecky.
You take the lesser amount up front, and for rates of inflation, everything. Plus, you can double your money. And in the long run, you're going to have even more money if you take the lesser amount up front, because that money is going to work for you if you invest it. So by the end of that 30 years, you're going to blow away what you would have gotten if you would have just taken the monthly allotment for 30 years.
The thing is, with stupid amounts of money like 172 million, you wouldn't even have to invest it because the amount of interest that would turn over. I think
when I was younger, my aunt won $750,000 on the Irish lottery. And I think with the money they had and the interest rates at the time, they were getting £100 a day in interest. Just on that amount.
So imagine that of 172 million.
Wow.
Because if you're clever, you don't buy anything outright.
You strap it all.
You buy it all on credit and let your interest pay for it all.
Even if you got 1% return on it, it's still £1.7 million a year to spend.
That's what I mean. So if you have everything on credit, your cars, your house, everything, then
don't you guys get taxed on the interest?
Well, you would, you'd pay 40% tax on that, wouldn't you? Ultimately, but it's still going to come out with the best part of £1 million a year to spend.
Yeah.
And you get everything for a business, and you can offset it all against tax and stuff. Then, can't you? It's if you got a creative accountant and stuff.
Must be clever.
We only paid tax the past 5 years, whereas Luke's saying 10 years. I never knew that. If you gave money away, you were taxable on it.
Yeah.
Bonkers, that.
Well, Luke, Dan, that offer still goes though, buddy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm up for that. Yeah. I'm all up for that.
Well, see, you'd rather have £1 million given to you and pay the tax on it and still end up with 600,000 or whatever it is, wouldn't you? You still quid.
I don't know, actually. Nah.
No, you got keep it.
Nah, it's not worth it. Yeah. I wouldn't begrudge the tax man that amount of money.
Simon, really good evening, folks. So,
if I won that sort of money, I'd want it in £20 notes and £50 notes in a big box, and all I'm going to buy is a spade, and nobody's getting none on it, not even the tax man.
Let me catch up on this chat. Guy Constable says hi all. Hope you had a good week, glued and spraying.
Hello.
In the house, I have to go by the name Sexy Dan. You can't. Mr. Croak's got that name.
You betcha.
Bap's there saying even everyone. Hello, Bap. Jenny Taylor. Ben's there saying Frosty the Snowman. Yeah. Okay. Gary's there saying good evening. Andy Callis is there. Tarquin. Good name, Gary. Like it. Million UMP Sanders. Good do.
Ooh.
Smash that thumbs up. Indeed. How many thumbs up have we got? 44. Go on, we need 6 more. Come on. Francois there saying evening, guys. Paul Morgan, we read that one. Read that Luke's. Rob's there saying good evening, everybody. Hello, Rob. Yeah.
You read the yellow cake one, Paul?
What?
The yellow cake comment.
Yes, I did. Did I go past it? Oh, sorry. Joe's there saying, hey, guys, just trading a bunch of 132nd aircraft, some cars. Your fault. Excellent. Yeah, stay away from the minute at the minute. I've got loads of luck. It's all bad. George says, and good morning, good evening with you all. Hello, George. Bonds. Yeah. Oh, Steve had 3K in premium rounds and draw off pay for his wedding.
So,
Can you get a refund?
why were weddings really expensive? I got married for £600 and that were registry office, a dress, and my suit, and some my wedding ring and Sarah's wedding ring.
You wore a dress to your
How long
wedding.
have you been married, Dan?
I want to say 19 years, but it might not be. It might be.
We need to see some pictures of your wedding.
No.
I bet they're interesting. Dan in a suit and he's not going. Dan in a suit and he's not a court.
I looked. Do you know what? The other day I went to a funeral on Wednesday and I looked at my trousers on Monday and they just laughed at me. You know, from my wedding suit, and yeah, it worked. Yeah, and I managed to find a pair of trousers that. Well, when I say trousers, I mean like black jeans. But yeah,
I can't believe you got married in a pair of trousers, Dan. I'm sure you must have had shorts on.
nope, I had trousers on. It is on video as well.
Full suit, baseball cap.
Nope.
You know what I'm talking about there, Dan, as well.
Yeah, I know. I had skinhead back then.
Oh.
Yep. And it's only been the last few years that my kids have said, "Yep, you need to."
David Yowza, Dan was wearing the dress. What he's not telling is the trousers he found he fitted in were old pregnancy pants. Edmund Steinberg says, saying, good evening, everyone. Also, a good question, and I haven't got a clue. How much is a pint of milk or a loaf?
Hey?
A pint of milk's about
Around about 20 rand, and a pound of milk is round about 10 rand.
I was going to say that, what Roland said, yeah.
Yeah.
I know flakes cost 99p because James got one today. Sorry.
Oh, cool.
I was like 99p for a flake.
Pint of
I
beer.
can tell you the price for a Freddo, but that's about it. They're about 50p, I think, these days.
$5 for a pint of beer.
Jesus.
Hey, what?
Madness.
A
Holy
$5.
guacamole.
Yeah, trying to
Well,
bit
you,
that,
you
innit?
know, I went to the Philly the other day, Paul. Was it last weekend? Yeah, it was last weekend, wasn't it? You know, you get the cans of Coke and but the smaller cans, not the
the airline ones, yeah.
Yeah, the airline ones. £3 a can.
Oh, well, wait.
Wow.
It's extortionate, isn't it?
I know.
Was that at was that just at the event that you were at, Alan?
Yeah, that's like the bar within the Philly.
You should go.
They made the
kill
famous
that
mistake
side.
about. Say again.
You go there, make a kill on that side, like a flash your Mac on. Hey,
Yeah,
can of Coke. Can of Coke.
Yeah.
I've got
They
some
made the famous mistake of asking us for some feedback via an email on what I thought about the show and stuff.
That's the one.
I can imagine what that was like.
Yeah. Victor Meldrew mode engaged.
Yeah. You can give $4,000 away a year tax free. Oh, really? Is that all? Okay. Darren Masters says, the crew won £1 million. Would you go and buy the 132 Lang?
No.
No.
Gary says, just about afford a Tamiya Repsol Honda off eBay. And would Walter White it in the desert?
I'd probably yeah. I would, yeah.
If someone's banging on about snow speeders, that's dangerous, Harry.
Oh, yeah.
Dangerous. Chris Hughes says hi from Ukraine. Risdom, Josh is there saying hi, guys, and God it's Friday. RC UK Scam, so good evening, everyone. Pheasant Plucker says, what's a Masood? I don't know. What's a Masood with you? Richard's there saying, greeting friends. Enjoy watching you, all, mate. It was a wedding photo of a CNA catalogue. Definitely. Scott's there. 2 kids, no sleep. Darrow says Sunday supplement slacks. Yeah. Oh, do you remember them the little supplements you get with all the dodgy stuff in the back?
Yep.
No.
George says, tell you guys, since I've been watching you regularly for the last 4 or 5 months, my mojo has really improved. I put on your show, I model along with you, and the time flies by. Good.
That's awesome. Good. Yeah. Glad to hear that.
And it's comments like that the spur is into doing this.
Yes.
Because I know I didn't. I don't think anybody really felt like going live tonight.
No.
No,
No.
I've driven back from York this morning, so I've done 4 hours in the car.
Oof.
Yeah.
I'm get up at 7 tomorrow morning to go and collect a van to go and move my stepdaughter. She's moving ahead tomorrow.
Oh, does she need a van? Is she that big? No,
I
come
don't
on.
know Dan, if you went so far away.
I like it, Roland. I like it.
Roland.
Moving on.
Yeah, I'll send her around.
Roland.
Well, was she a great big fat person? He's got a van and he puts a sofa in the back. He's like Silence of the Lambs.
Oh,
Big
dear.
ocean in the basket. That's good, George. That's what spurs us along. Comments like that.
No, it's very good.
Yeah, yeah.
Very good.
That and all the kind words you get left on my videos is what keeps us doing this. So thank you. Which company's not going to Telford? One not worth mentioning, and Airfix so far, I believe, Paul.
Oh.
I think there's going to be a lot of European ones that won't go for obvious reasons. Don't know, Paul. I think it's going to be quiet there, mate, to be honest. I really do.
Yeah.
I could really do with it not being quiet, but I just got a feeling it is going to be. And no reduction in the fees for the stands at all. It's the same price.
Wow.
Which
It's
is
an
mental. really.
It's an eye-watering price.
Yeah.
You could buy a decent second-hand car with the money. It's eye-watering. So, yeah, I don't know what it's going to be like. I've got no idea at all. But I just got a feeling it's going to be a disappointing weekend. So, if you come and support us, because we need your support desperately. How can a pint cost £5, a litre of fuel costs £1.50, and it's drilled, made of petrol, and transported to the station? Good point there. Yeah.
It would
Just
be
put
a
a
taste better.
roller call under your coat next time, Alan. There you go. Bit of
Yeah,
roller.
so the problem is they pat you down, don't they? They check that you're not bringing stuff in.
Really?
Yeah.
Where at?
Go through your bags and stuff.
On his
yeah.
body?
Who's checking where what now?
Oh, they check his body, Dan. You said where at?
Yeah. When you go to these venues, they check inside your bags and stuff to make sure you're not concealing anything.
What venues?
You know, shows, gigs, all that sort of stuff.
Right,
We had
here's
742 last week.
I've never been patted down. I've been to a few. I've been to Peppers and Adele and Foo Fighters. Never got checked once.
You ever been to anywhere in Liverpool, Dan?
No. I like my car, Alan.
They frisk you on the way out as well.
He likes to keep his wheels.
Dan said I'm a suit at his wedding. I see.
There you go.
Got ya. Yeah. £7 a pint around London. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Oh,
Well, I did see a thing about a petrol station in London that in Chelsea they were charging was it
£2.68 a litre.
£2.80 a litre for petrol.
People are still buying it.
Yeah, they sold out. But ridiculous.
Idiot.
But then I suppose it's the rent.
People are just greedy.
Chuck's Brothers Dan's there saying hi, everyone. Hello, Dan.
that's
Apex Airbrush take up to Telford. Been ordered for months, Darryl. We're just waiting. Not much more we can do. Waiting. Airfix not going. Guess spending more at UMP. Yeah, definitely come over to us. Kieran's there even all. If you're all well. Chris says, store at your prison start. Yeah, put your prison bullet. Luke said he got patted down. He went to see Guns N' Roses in London Stadium.
Yeah. Actually, so did I. Yeah.
David's there saying the wife and I will be at Telford. It'd be great to meet all at UMP. Yes, mate, coming over.
Yeah.
We saw to the Star and the Minions.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we'll be the one in- we'll be the one in
sent to
Chelsea.
else then.
Al, you have minions?
I have a new name. I am now a pompous ass.
Yeah.
Come on, we always knew that, didn't we?
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Still prefer the other one, the stuck-up modelling.
Yeah, I prefer that one if I'm honest.
That was the best one. I really did.
That's the best one.
And I want 32 Lanc going to be painful, Chris. Why is everyone banging on about 32nd scale Lanc? Who the hell's going to build a 32nd scale Lancaster? Seriously.
Somebody that's got a few shillings removed from his
No
money
one's
box.
going to No one's going to build that. It's ridiculously.
Yeah.
What's the wingspan on that? Al?
I was trying to stick his finger up there.
That wide.
Ridiculous.
Sorry, can't see. That wide.
Would you
Oh,
build
that
one?
right. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, I'm with
Al.
Gary. Yeah, Gary, some decent cars, large scale cars. Give us a 12 scale R34. Do you reckon?
Yeah, 12 scale R34. Yeah, be up for one of those.
Yeah,
I'd have that all day long. Sorry, that's news, Paul. What?
Huh?
Don't know. And Harry's saying Nigel. Who?
I'm lost.
Wasn't Pompous Arse in Life of Brian? Big Nose was.
Oh, speaking of Life of Brian, I bet anybody can't remember that.
That's not Life of Brian.
No, it's out to Monty Python though.
Yeah,
Oh no, that's
Just a flesh
oh, the
wound.
coconut.
Just a flesh wound.
that's the Holy Grail, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, it is but a flesh wound.
Yeah.
That's a miniature version of it.
Me or I will sell it.
Huh?
There's Paul Morgan bought one. Seriously.
No.
No. Why we mention Nigel? Oh, him. Nah.
972 millimeters, the wingspan, just for info.
That's just under a meter.
Just under.
Well done, Roll.
69'4" divided by 1,000.
Oh, that will be in the garage then.
Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that.
A plane that big, you can probably no. You can put. Why would you do it? Why?
Zed. Me being a pompous arse is not new news. I know. It's just nice to hear every now and then. That's the one, Darryl. That's the one.
We just got word that our local contest we're going to have next month, there's a 48 scale B-52 showing up. This is like a 4-foot wingspan by 3.5-foot long fuselage. Where are we going to put it? Table big
Over there.
Yeah, go over there.
Gary's put a comment in the chat. I don't know whether to allow it.
Yeah, well, it's the others that have been up there.
It might be there in part 900.
I'll delete it.
Yeah.
People's front. It's the Judean People's Front. Actually, you get it right.
Glitters.
It's not a car. I suppose, Paul. I suppose.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, right then. We eventually caught up with chat. It's only taken us 40 minutes.
A couple of people.
Better late than never.
Right then. Dan.
Hello. I knew you were going to say me first. I'm just queuing it up right now.
Oh, it's on to Mr. Croak.
Oh, good lad.
Yes.
That wasn't actually it's on to you. Go on, we'll do Mr. Croak then. Dan, do you want to do Simon's section?
Why didn't I thought Alan was doing Simon's section?
That's the one. Do you want to do Luke's section instead?
I can do that. I can try.
I'm confused. It's been a shitty day.
Yeah, I'll be Luke. Let's see if we can get this.
They say you have to put a dodgy accent on. We can't understand, but you've already got it. So.
Tidy, bloody lovely. There we go.
Oh God.
Tidy, see, but tidy. White Glove's there saying hello, Paul. White Glove, what's your name, buddy? Just so I can call you something other than White Glove. Because all I want to say when I see White Glove is he.
Yeah.
Come on, brother.
Oh dear.
Right, that's
okay. Over to Dan. He's going to look at what we've all ruined.
Yeah, we've had some good ones. So, Mr. Challenger's up first. Let's see what's
It's a real shame, this.
So this week, Adam learned the hard way about pouring resin and its reactions when you do it wrong. So he mixed and followed the instructions on the bottle, but he didn't know is if you pour it too deep, it causes a bad chemical reaction and makes it flash cure, causing the resin to get extremely hot, close to boiling, and causing bubbles and cracks. In this case, causing the plastic on Thunderbird 4 to melt and distort. Luckily, there wasn't too much time invested in the dio, so he'll do it again.
Shame this. There's a picture of it before it got foobarred in it. It looked really good.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, that's yeah.
So this
Aren't
one.
you only supposed to pour about an inch at a time?
Don't know.
I'm sure it's only an inch. Let it.
That would look really good, wouldn't it, in resin?
Yes.
But wouldn't you have like level marks doing it that way though? I don't know.
No, not with that particular sort of resin. No.
Okay.
Yeah, such a shame.
Yeah.
You'd be better off spraying it in the correct varnish and putting it in a small fish tank and doing it the way Stingrays to do it with some guppies in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Stingray.
You would Stingray, when it launched, all the fish were guppies.
Yep. Oh, the Mistrons used to scare the bejesus out of me.
Oh, Captain Scarlet's epic. Look, Captain
Oh,
Scarlet. Such a shame that, Adam.
yeah.
And next up is Mr. Ian Deathweight. So we had a rookie error this week. Came to decal one of the 10 log bolsters on the truck build to find 2 huge thumbprints.
Oh,
Oh,
We've all been there.
yeah.
That one there and that one there. So sanded back and resprayed, all good and decals applied, all 120 over 10 bolsters. Wow. So that's what they eventually look like.
Wow.
cool.
Well, at least there was only one of them anyway. They had to
Yeah,
respray
good,
them,
Ian.
so that's good. They're looking good, Ian. Oh, and then this idiot again. Oh, bloody hell. So this Dan Group bloke, poor mounting of parts. Space was limited in the crate for all the parts freshly coated in 2K. And unfortunately, the wing mirrors came into contact with each other and stuck firmly.
Oh,
Nightmare.
Yeah, so, yeah, pain in the derriere.
Proverbial.
If it's any consolation, I did that with a bodywork off the 200 quid Africa Twin
Oh.
on that order new bodywork. Paid 50 quid for new bodywork and decals. Never fixed it. Still got the bodywork upstairs.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, luckily enough, there was no decals on these, so it just needed to be stripped, primed, painted, masked, painted, and then 2K'd again.
It's definitely an oh fudge moment, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god, yeah.
Oh,
When I noticed my neighbours thought somebody had been murdered. The noise I made when I looked at the box, and there's 2 panels stuck together.
Yes, they're not pretty noises that come out of people's mouths.
Yeah, it was rather horrific. So, Mr. Ward himself.
Hey.
So Tamiya 12th scale VFR 750 comes with a full clear fairing and the screen is molded in. So no problem. He decided to mask and paint, and that was a few months ago. So he masked it, and then it was boxed up and forgotten about. So he pulled it out the other day to do the fairings, opened the box, and was rather pleased to see he already masked it. So he painted away. It was only when he came to take off the tape he realized he'd only masked one side of the screen. Oh dear.
Oh, sugar.
Yeah, that's not the word he used, I think.
No, it'd have been one of them really long Welsh ones.
Exactly.
Oh dear.
Fine, go. Railway
Yeah.
station.
Yeah.
Will MLT save that, Paul? Would that take the?
I think that's what he did. I think he said he saved it.
Did he put his goalie gloves on? I'm glad that garnered at least one.
Where's Chunk? We need him.
I'm gonna, yeah. Hey, hang on. It garnered a chuckle, so I'm happy at that.
That
Yeah.
was a groan, Dan. That was a groan.
Well, groan, chuckle, be all the same.
God, yeah.
Somebody made a noise at one of my jokes.
And then the final one for this week, Robert Hayes just finished the build of his Tamiya Lotus Super 7, and when putting together my post for the ISM group, my fantastically highly detailed model, he noticed the decal on the engine rocker cover is back to front.
Oh,
Well, they make cracker engines. Who's with?
You could just say it was like a cheap imported one, yeah.
yeah.
I can't say.
It was an
I
engine
recall.
bought. It was bought off Wish.
AliExpress.
yeah.
All right, that's kind of the same joke I said, Roland. But yeah,
So he thinks it's time for a new pair of glasses. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I think a decal might be better than glasses. Sorry, Robert, being an ass.
Yeah, new Decals looks like it.
Just always look at it in a mirror. Be fine.
And the model.
Oh.
Remember, have to look at things in the mirror.
Yeah, moving on. There we go. That's it. That's Mr. Luke section done.
Well done.
Tidy buds.
Tidy.
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 Tidy that's.
Good arrows.
Yep. Oh, me. Sorry.
Not very bad.
Oh, God.
Novitas says always sucks trying to remember where you left off.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Got you.
Oh,
he's-
yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, everyone. Pheasant Plucker says he's not really looking for anyone, but these dishes aren't going to do themselves. He's joined plenty of fish. I see.
Yeah. There is a story about one of my mates and that, but that's for another time because it's
One of my
Quite-
mates joined plenty of fish and had a blind date at a pub. And he said he got there and within 2 minutes he drank a full pint of beer and smoked about 3 cigarettes.
Oh.
So he said he went in the pub to get another drink, went to the box, climbed out the window and buggered off.
Yeah, I'd have done that as well.
Take the photo through a mirror. Yeah. It's good idea, that Daryl. Actually, good idea. Don't have many of them, Dan, but that's a good one. Well done. Right then, Dan.
Hello.
The other
Yes.
one. Sorry. Thank you.
Yes.
Dan's getting onto this joke now. You see, the other one's not.
Yes.
No, we're joking. Dan,
Hello.
not you.
Alan.
Al. Al's there. Alan. Al.
Two Al's, 2 Dan's, 2 Luke's.
When Al's not here, Alan's Alan. Alan's Al. When Al's here, I have to call him Alan, and it gets too bloody confusing.
Yes.
If I just hear somebody shout Dan, I automatically just go, yes.
Dan,
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Scafford, would you like to do your section?
Yes, we can do. I'm just going to do that because it'll work a bit better, weirdly. I don't know why, but it does. And then I'm going to press that button there. Ooh. I didn't press that button. I pressed that button instead. I'll press that button. It might work.
Fake taxi.
Yeah.
It worked, me.
Here we go.
Put you right over there in that corner. Be that be sharing?
Hi.
I'm
Yeah.
going to start on forum anyway, so I don't know why you're on face ache. No, I'm going to put you in the other corner, actually. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Crap film reference there. But
Just quickly,
Good
before
evening.
it's lost.
Oh.
Sorry, just quickly. Nova says he's about to jump into this hobby again after a 20-year hiatus.
Ooh.
Well, welcome
Wow.
aboard. Loads of links
Okay.
in any of the non-live videos for all the pages associated with the live show.
Yep.
Go in and have a look. Loads of videos on the channel, depending on what you're building. But yeah, welcome aboard.
And make sure you go and join ISM Facebook
Yeah, ISM Facebook page.
or the forum.
Yeah,
And
go
brilliant.
to any non-live video on the channel. There's loads of links in the description. Definitely. Right, go on, Dan. Sorry, mate.
Good evening, everybody. We're going to start on the forum as always, and we're going to kick it off with Mr. Warden B. He says, good evening, all. Having just completed the McLaren 570S and the Fast and Furious Charger from Revell, he felt he deserved a little respite by the way of out-of-the-box build from Tamiya. And he chose a 24 scale Nissan 370Z Heritage Edition.
I've got that kit.
Nice looking car.
Completed in less than 2 weeks.
Nice.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
With no drama other than the seat decals, which seem unusually thin for Tamiya. This kit is a beauty, a real treat, and one he would thoroughly recommend to any car builder needing a bit of a mojo boost. The only thing added were a set of brake discs, and he fashioned from lithoplate. painted primarily, pardon me, in Tamiya LPs and zero textured black for the carpet. The bodywork is TS47 chrome orange, finished with LP9 clear, which he thinks it now favors over 2K.
Ooh.
I've got to say though, that's not a bad shine, to be fair, is it?
Oh,
Yeah, it's nice that. Well
it's
done.
also a nice colour. Love the colour.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
What
colour's
colour was
good.
it?
Chrome yellow.
That's the same one I used on the RX7.
Yeah.
Yeah, good colour.
Hello.
Fancy Dog Zone, Jarrison speaking.
Huh? I was going to say the other one.
What? Joe's Pizzeria.
No, the other one.
Joe's Taxidermy.
Well, close, but yeah, no.
Oh, Billy's Crematorium.
That's the one.
Yeah, you kill them, we grill them.
Oh dear. This is Drums 01 next. He says model information. Direct and straight to the point. Good lad. It's a 1/18 Solido SAS toy Jeep.
Ooh.
And he's made some modifications, numerous scratch-built details, resin figures from China, resin heads by Sol Models, Australia, resin tops from Scale Details, resin radio from Shapeways. Ooh, bet that one very good. Resin ammo cans from Sol Models, Australia, resin ammo crate from Detail Miniatures, M250 cal detail set from Aber, Mars and Matt created from Pattern Tin, Hobby Lobby. Axle and shovel modified from a toy tank. Decals for soldiers. Ammo cans, German grenades from Pending House and Echelon Decals. Decals for radio, watches, and engine from Spares. Numerous bags, canteens, pouches from Marauder. Resin nuts and bolts by Meng. K ration box by FC Model Trend. All straps created from lead tooling foil, and his finish is painted it with Tamiya Model Masters and Vallejo paints. Washes done with Tamiya washes and diluted custom paint blends. Additional rust and facial blending with watercolors, and his chassis grime provided by Meng Scale Dirt and Mud.
Oh, that's good.
And weirdly, for a toy, that doesn't look bad.
More than one picture, that's cheating.
It is cheating, to be fair. And weirdly, I preferred that bottom picture.
Yeah. Looks good, doesn't it?
That looks mint.
Yeah.
To say it started off as a toy, really.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah. I like.
Very nice. Shane says he's been banned from answering the phone at work or answering like that. I've got a better one, Shane. I'll share it on the Twitch stream next time I'm live. I can't say it. It involves a pizzeria. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh dear. This is Two Kids No Sleep next. Mr. Scott over in Canada, eh? Assuming this will be a rollover, hard to keep track. I know. Tell me about it.
Jeez.
Absolutely.
Put a complaint in, Scott.
I was going to say we just can't get the staff. Just can't. Yeah, they're unreliable.
Can't do it.
This is a 3D printed figure of Jack Sparrow, file from Game Body, in 1/16 scale. He's printed it on a Anycubic Mono SE, and he's painted it with Ultimate Primers and Winsor & Newton oil paints.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very good.
I like his wood. Dundek.
Yeah.
I weirdly like that pink cloth thing that he's got going on there. That looks, yeah, I quite like that. I've just read what Jim wrote. You're a bad man, Jim. You're a bad man. Funny, but a bad man. And that's it for the old forum. At least there's more than one.
Yeah.
It's took 3 weeks to get more than one, though.
Yeah.
We're going to slip easily into Face Ache next. And kicking off tonight on Face Ache is Mr. Dave Allen. He says, evening, Dan. Here's his Aoshima 24 scale RX7. It's got some other letters and numbers. but-
FE3S.
Yes.
Love.
It's a very nice kit. Could quite happily build it again. The kit comes with plenty of parts to build one of two versions of the car. It's primed at using UMP primers. It's based in F plus F6 Escort Blue.
Fast and Furious 6 Escort Blue.
See, I watched one of them Fast and Furious films and it just drained the life out on me. He's used Pro Range 2K. He's flat and polished it with UMP polishing system. He's done a carbon fiber hood to me, decal sheet. His favorite part of the car for him is the rear. And thanks for looking.
That's cool, that Dave. Nice one, mate.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice job.
Yeah, I like that a lot. What do they call them decals that door? Is it a shopping list or something stupid? You know, when they're all just,
Yeah,
you know, like,
all the sponsor. Yeah.
yeah. I don't like that. If I'm honest, on a car, I don't like all the stickers and doodads and, you know.
Well, not as it say Jag.
Well, yeah, but it only says Jag on the back of my car.
You do that on the side of yours, down in Port Halfords.
In fact, it might say Jag on sides of car actually, but they were from the manufacturer, so I can't complain.
Okay.
This Mr. Justin Hart next, and I love this color. It's a great color.
Yeah, I was just gonna
He says,
say
"Hi
that.
guys, been a while since you finished something. This is a Tamiya 24 scale Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR hardtop. He's used Steinol Res black primer, zero paint Kawasaki H2R candy frame green over zero paint fine silver base. Gravity Spain 2K clear. All the chrome stripped and resprayed with Gravity Spain McLaren chrome. Hobby Design 16-inch Advan RZ2 wheels painted Star Gold from E7. Custom custom Texas plate decals, as well as Texas registration tags with month and year of build. Toll tag, as well as a couple of custom decals because he destroyed the kit ones. He's replaced the front mesh with Hasegawa large diamond mesh. Wired the distributor and battery. He's replaced the exhaust pipe ends with aluminium tubing. Scratch built an oil check stick, battery tray throttle linkage, fuel line and oil catch can. Air intake trumpet made from electrical ferrules, however you want to pronounce them. Lots of other little details. Build series is on his channel, and have a great weekend, guys.
Very cool. Nice one.
Cool.
Yeah, it's nice colour, that. Nice job, that. Well done, Justin.
It's a lovely colour. I like that
Yeah.
green.
Was that the Tamiya kit?
Yes.
You said there was reissues of that, didn't you, Alan?
Yeah, it's an old kit. It's an old box. Yeah, well, I have the latest box in the street custom one, but it is an old kit, isn't it? So
Showing
a
its age.
lot of flash and stuff, a lot of cleanup.
Right.
I like this one as well when I seen this one a week ago. There's Mr. Chris
Morgan's
Pilling.
well up this tonight, isn't he?
The Candyman.
Hey, you can only say that once.
Candyman.
Do you know that film scared the bejesus out of me?
Yeah, we were talking about this the other week, weren't we?
Yeah, I about kicked my telly off its stand when that film ran because it were halfway through before I realised that I didn't want to watch it. Anywho, this is Mr. Chris Pilling next. He says, evening, Dan and everyone. This is Fujimi Mugen CRZ in 24th scale. It's a bit of an oddball looking car. So I decided to go with the custom M&M's racing livery on this one. He's painted it with splash paint Miami blue. Clear coat is Mr. Hobby GX112 gloss coat, decals from Model Works. Number decals were left over from the Revell Shelby Cobra kit. Inside was given a bit of a race car look with seats removed, fire extinguisher, roll cage and battery pack added. Front to rear bumpers filled and sanded back and wire mesh grille added to give a bit more of a race car look. As normal, there are a few flaws on this, but every one of my models has flaws somewhere. Enjoy your weekend, everyone.
All my cars have flaws in them.
Love that. Love that color as well.
I'm going to say the color just works with the decals. It just
It looks good, doesn't it?
the one thing I would, if I'm really being really nitpicky, the M&M on the roof should have been at an angle, maybe, but that's just me.
I hear
I
what
do
you're
like
saying.
that. I do like that. Good color choice and good decal scheme too. Oh, there's a name to
Favorite
butcher.
Oh, yeah, Paul's favorite car.
Hey.
This is Francois Moraes. I
Okay.
do hope I haven't butchered your name.
Hey.
If I have, sorry, not sorry.
Close enough. Close enough.
He says, evening all, here is his 24 scale Mini Cooper. Was played with bad luck with this project, mainly paintwork. Resprayed the roof like 5 times, but in the end it didn't come out too bad, he thinks. Generally, it's a good detailed kit from Tamiya. The only 2 issues from the kit were scratched clear parts and tricky wheel fitment. Tamiya 24 scale Morris Mini Cooper Racing Sports Car Series number 130. The main paint color is a mix of Tamiya X14, X18, and X2 acrylic thinned with Tamiya lacquer retarder. Clear coat is X22. He's used Tamiya compounds for the polishing and Maguire's polishing compound and wax. Have an awesome weekend, guys. Oh, I've got terrible wind tonight. Not that sort of wind.
Oh, for X22, it looks quite good, huh? The shine.
Yeah. Thing is, though, the cars of that era weren't really that shiny.
Yeah, they were. They were. Yeah, they were. They were. I don't give a shit what anyone says. They were shiny.
Well, they were shiny. Yeah.
It might have been a single coat paintwork. They were still really shiny. Back then, the paint finish was probably better than it is now.
It might be, actually.
All modern day cars are all orange peel because the water-based paints.
Although the baby poo brown one that I bought in the late 90s was not shiny.
No paint will last long unless you take care of it.
Yeah. Oh, that won't take care of.
This complete and utter bollocks about old cars not being shiny is a load of rubbish.
No, they were shiny, but I just don't think they were.
I just don't think back then cars were as well kept.
No, definitely not. No.
I think that's probably what the distinction is. Shiny, doesn't matter what it is.
Yep.
I don't believe in this scale shine bollocks.
No, that's nonsense. Utter poppycock.
But anyway, moving on from the self-opinionated pompous arse that I am.
Yeah.
This is our very own Mr. Simon Shorey.
Whoa.
He says, okay, so it's been a while, and this one was finished a few weeks ago. It's a Revell 24 scale 69 Boss 302 Mustang. He's used UMP primers, Gravity Grabber Orange and 2K, various LP paints, UMP polishes, quite a bit of bare metal foil too. He needs to improve this next time around. Thanks for looking.
Very good.
Lovely.
Nice colour, nice paint job.
Yep.
Yeah, love
Always
that colour.
finished.
Yeah. Very period color. I really like that.
Very good.
Oh, I nearly made a terrible joke then, Roland. Stop it.
Let's leave it. Carry on.
Moving on.
Oh, Mr. James Clark.
This is for finished stuff, Jim.
I can't finish it.
That's the only fairies. That's not finished.
Oh,
Well,
God.
it's just about there.
Oh, shit.
What happens near the end, Jim? Just think, I've had enough. Can't bother putting it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way.
That'll do. This is Mr. Jim Clark, that strange fella in the blue jumper over in America. Oh, hang on, it's not even a jumper, it's a t-shirt.
The polo. They even got a collar on today.
Jim, do they come in men's sizes?
I don't wear tents, so you know.
Hey! It's a cover. It's a dust cover for a Humvee. Leave me alone, you.
Oh, dear. He says, hello, chaps, and Dan. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got this one done a few hours after the last What Have You Finished show. So here is the latest off his bench. It's a Tamiya 112 scale Yamaha YZR M1 2009 Monster Tech like with Top Studio Super Detail Set, paints with Gunzi for the black and 0 for the color matched yellow. Hope
Nice.
everyone has a great weekend.
Very good, Jim.
Thank you.
I would like to see it assembled, though. No, I'm being serious.
Well, there's after well, the front fairing up here. Well, here I am using my flipping cursor, like you guys can see it. But if you're going to attach the kit racing fairing, you can't use that. So it's designed to be shown as open.
Oh yeah, it won't fit over, will it, with all the stuff?
Oh,
And your front wheel arch, it doesn't look like it's pushed fully on either.
That's as good as it's going to get.
Really?
It does look like there's a gap, but it won't physically go any further. So
Yeah, that's one of the issues I had with the LCR Honda, or the aftermarket have fitted, stop with the fairings fitting.
yeah.
So yeah, I see what you mean.
it does look good though, Jim. I will say that it does look good.
Where did you get the plinth from?
The plinth was an old base that had some like a tarmac on it, and I ripped it off and polished it, shined it up, and there you go.
What's a plinth?
All joking aside, I think that gloss black base looked really good.
Does look really good.
Yeah,
really good.
Thank
I
you.
know how many swear words went into that kit. So that's a very nice.
Yes,
Yeah, a couple.
quite a few. Like the McLaren.
Uh,
Lots of
oh, Mr. Darrell E. Masters is next. He says, "Hello, Dan and crew. This is a Tamiya 24th Toyota Tom Supra with all its flaws. It should also add that this. It should also add this to Luke's mishap post, but the list will be too long. Suffice to say, first time using lacquers and GX100 in anger. I should put more coats down.
That's good.
No, it's not wrong with
Bad
that.
from you.
I will say though, if you are using GX100, I will put a barrier coat of aqua gloss over your decals before the GX100, just as a
Or do very, very thin coats.
yeah, just in case, because GX100 is very, 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 very decal happy. Let's say.
Is it the GX100 or is it all the thinner you have to use to get it down to manageable?
It's more the thinner, probably.
It's the thinner.
Yeah.
Well, I've never had an issue with, because I've always used a barrier coat of Mr. Aqua Gloss before the GX100. But I will say he's done a very good job to say he's a tanky armor type arrangement person. Ooh, I like this too. This is another name that I'm going to butcher, and I do apologize, Mr. Radic Ponka.
Yeah, I reckon that's probably right.
Yep, close to, more or less. He says, "Hello. It just took me more than a year to finish this beast. It's a Lancaster Delta S4 with detail set from Hobby Design, but it doesn't contain all the details, so I added a few more. He wanted to try and make it open doors, but it was almost impossible because this car is so complicated, and he lost power to even try it. Maybe it's a shame, but he's happy with the result as it is. Hope you will like it too." Yes, I like that a lot.
That must be I take that's a new kit. Very nice.
Yeah,
I've got that one and the toe tip one in the stash, and they look excellent kits.
I've got to say though, that with the back clamshell open looks awesome.
Yeah, it's good job.
It gives me a little fuzzy feeling in my little fizzy bit.
I just weed a little bit.
Dan, you know it.
It's my mate. We bought one after a scrapyard. It weren't oak special, but we was driving it down the new dual carriageway that we had in Chesterfield at the time. That was not quite finished, but we moved the cones and went for a drive, and we had to leave it there because one of the back stub axles literally just pulled clean out and dropped us on the floor. And yes, poo came out from every orifice because we were doing about 80 at the time. Yes. Luckily, the logbook still said the previous owner, so we just literally run away. A nice car, but very flawed. Very flawed.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, and out of all the stories today, that was the pantsist. This is Mr. Chris Brill next. He says, "Good afternoon, live crew." Maybe. So this only the third finished model for him this year. It's a Revol Snap Tight 172nd Mavericks F18 that his son got him for Father's Day. The kit consisted of only 14 parts and had huge gaps between all of them. Did what he could with the gaps, but wasn't going to spend too much time on it. He's used Badger Stynel Res Primer and a mix of Vallejo, Model Master, and Tamiya paint. Made some mistakes and was able to fix most of them. The ones he couldn't are covered by the Vapor. Good lad. Thanks for looking, and thanks to the live crew and all on the ISM Facebook group for all of the advice and tips since he joined earlier this year. It has helped him greatly.
Excellent. Nice one, Chris. Good job.
Chris.
I'm glad ISM is helping the community.
The Vapor Trails look good on that as well.
Yeah, they do. Do you know what? I can't wait for new film to come out. Top Gun thing, even the jiggly, what's it? Hang on, it's not Meatloaf's not in it, you know. This is Mr. Richie Lamb next. He says, "Evening, guys. Not posted on here for a while, but finished his Mark 8 links in 32nd scale by Revell. He's primed in UMP black and painted in Tamiya X and XF acrylics. He's clear coated in Winsor & Newton matte varnish. Didn't weather it as these were kept clean. Just a panel line wash was applied. Have a good one, guys."
Oh, that's cool looking.
I've got to say, that looks really good.
Yeah.
But the Airfix one, I feel I'm going to burn in hell for saying this, but the Airfix one is a lot better. I feel bad for just saying that because Airfix is pants. But Airfix's one is a bit better. Apart from the clear glass that goes up here, that theoretically should be like a mesh. But yeah, try bending that. But he's done a really good job. Really good job. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's wicked.
I have built the Airfix version. I've built two Airfix versions. I've built the Army one and the Navy one.
In the Navy.
Stop. Otherwise, it's going to be your turn in barrel, son.
Yeah, that was fabulous, Jim. That was fabulous.
Thank you. Oh, that looks like it was spray painted with a paint can. Oh, I guess it was.
I wonder where that would go in then. This is our very own fearless leader, Mr. Paul Birkland. And this is his spray can challenge. It's a Tamiya 24 scale Mazda RX-7 R1. Good fun though, and a challenge. Did I enjoy it? Yes. Will I do it again? No. It's a Tamiya 24 scale Mazda RX-7 R1. It's built totally out of the box, body primed in Tamiya white fine surface primer, base painted in Tamiya TS47 chrome yellow, Tamiya dark grey panel line wash, clear coated with Mr. Hobby UV cut super clear, clear coat sanded with micro mesh 8000 and 12,000. Is clear coat polished with Ultimate Modeling Products polishing system. Running gear and interior primed with Tamiya fine grey surface primer, TS29 semi-gloss black and TS17 silver used for the engine, running gear and interior. Small details brush painted with Vallejo silver and black.
Didn't come out too bad at all, that, Paul.
Oh, that came out great.
I like the panel lines. I really do like the panel lines. I know you were worried they're too dark. I think they're perfect.
I think you're going to get away with spraying it with the rattle cans and then clearing it off and doing it with the airbrush after like you did, though.
You're about to hide it on camera.
I was surprised you didn't leave it longer before polishing.
I was going to, and I got through it a lot quicker than I thought, so I thought, let's try it.
Yeah.
It worked well, really well.
Well.
The last part of that will be up on the channel at 9 a.m. in the morning. It's already there, ready to go.
Cool. You did well though there, mate, for
nice.
Trying to do something different. This is Mr. Chris Stover next. He says, not a proper model. It is.
It is.
But he finished this Tigen 1/16 Tiger 1 early production RC kit a couple of weeks ago. It is mostly metal. The wheels, tracks, inner hull and turret are metal. He's painted it with Tamiya paint and likely weathered it with Vallejo washers.
Oh, very
Good.
nice.
That box must have weighed a ton when it got delivered to his house. I'd still class that as a kit, no matter whether it's a metal kit, a fiberglass kit, a styrene kit. I like them tracks. Them tracks just, on that picture there where they just sit perfect.
Right hang, isn't it?
I like that a lot. Or he's building what's he building at the minute? A great big turret, Russian turret, bangy bang stick thing. And wow, that is huge. Weirdly, I think I want one. I can't remember what it's called, but it's one of them. This is Mr. Gary Constable next.
You see that, Jim? You see that?
It's finished.
Oh, sugar plum. He says, evening, Dan and the crew. Here is the finished build.
What's all that stuff hide the engine?
Wednesday.
Carry on, Dan.
Dear. He says, evening, Dan and the crew. Here is the finished build of his Fujimi Suzuki GSX R750 in 12th scale. Built using mainly Tamiya LP paint and Alclad. Quite a few scratch-built parts, including the aluminium intake trumpets. First time he's used the UMP polishing system, and it's bloody brilliant. Tire decals by Blue Stuff as he screwed up the kit ones. It's a great kit, joy to build, and quite pleased with the result.
And so you should be. Very nice.
That's a very, 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 very nice build.
Lovely. Nice one, Gary.
Oh, Baghdad. Go away, Baghdad. If anybody don't follow Baghdad on Facebook. He's so funny.
Yeah, he is.
He gets into so much trouble with his missus as well. But it's so funny. This is Mr. Dave McRae, Colin's brother. And he even says it on his thing. Colin's brother here. He's finished this 24 scale Hasegawa Lancer 037 Tour de Corse in 1984. He's used the hobby design detail set, some Kevlar decals, some extra wiring / plumbing, and cut the rear clamshell off. Photo etch grills make all the difference on this kit. He's painted it with Mysticolor paint and clear. He's really pushed himself on this build and enjoyed almost every minute of it. Thank you all. That looks that right there. I'll be back in a few minutes.
One of my favorite rally cars.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a stunner.
That's just a accident in my trousers.
Oh.
Just, it's a nice car.
Shame about scheme.
Well, no, anything that's dressed in a Martini livery, gets my vote. If it says Martini on it, it looks good. It could be a dog turd with Martini just dropped on top and it'd be perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
Although I think yesterday or the day before, I read somewhere that Lancia are bringing the Delta back, but it's going to be all electric.
Yeah, I seen a picture of it yesterday.
It looks good, but I think the electric bit, nah. Although it'll be quick, you'll only get 250 mile maybe at a push.
Give it not much longer till you'll be able to drive anyway.
Well, that's true, yeah. This is Chunk next, Mr. Clinton Eels. He's finished a 24th scale Tamiya Jägermeister Porsche. He's primarily in UMP grey, painted in zero Jägermeister orange, decals applied with UMP decal solutions, and cleared in SMS Ultra 2K clear. Thanks for looking. Cheers, commenting pal.
Yep.
That's a very nice chunk.
Beautiful one, Chunk. Love it.
He's getting better, isn't he?
Just about.
Although I've got an horrible feeling that he's going down the old train rabbit hole.
No. He was working on his Corsair today.
Oh, has he been working on that?
Yep.
Ooh, look at that.
He's painting it.
That's cool.
This is our very own Mr. Dan Croak, and this is his latest completion. It's a Tamiya 24 scale Mustang GT4 in Academy Motorsports livery from SK Decals. It's primed in UMP grey, base coat of XF80 and XF1. Decals applied using UMP Decal solutions. Is used Pro Range 2K, is micro mesh and UMP polishing system, interior and running gear in UMP primers and various Tamiya and Revell acrylics.
That's stunning.
Yeah.
Look
I'm gonna
at that
say,
tunnel.
Dan, that fade that you were petrified about is absolutely bang on.
Yeah,
I
I
just
think
wanted to say
the
that.
best thing I've airbrushed ever.
Yeah. I was going to make some derogatory comments, but I really can't. I literally really can't.
And I would say, once again, proof that you don't need to gloss coat before decals, because those flat Tamiya paints, airbrushed, are flat as you can get.
Yeah.
And those decals went on absolutely perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna throw this one out as well, Dan. That is your best car to date.
Yeah. I wouldn't disagree. Really pleased with that.
No, I'd be chuffed to death with that, mate, because that is awesome. Absolutely awesome.
The stance is just perfect.
Yeah. It looks the part. It looks like somebody's just shrunk down the actual car.
It's a great kit as well, to be fair.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
Base kit is a very good kit.
I'm going to say it does help when you've got a good kit, but it also helps when your confidence is boosted in a paint job that you were petrified on doing.
Yeah.
You know, when you've pulled it off. I think that also helps as well.
Yeah.
That transition looks awesome.
Yeah, it's the perfect blend. At the perfect intersection on both sides, I do believe as well.
Yeah, pretty much bang on actually. But yeah, very happy with it.
Yeah, I'd be delirious. That'd be in my front room. Not for long, but it'd be in my front room. In a glass case and nobody touching it.
Mm.
That's what she said. This is Mr. Luke Ward, or who's a good author? J.R. Hartley. This is our very own Mr. Welshman Luke Ward. I'm not going to do it in his voice because we'll be banned for weeks. But he says, sorry, I'm not with you tonight. It feels like utter crap, but he finished his 72nd scale group build. It's a trumpeter Famo thing with trailer. He honestly can't remember what it is, and he's thrown the box out. His Famo was painted with various Vallejo oranges and browns, then covered in hairspray, then grey UMP primer, then chipped, then UMP pigments for further rust effects. His base is polystyrene packing covered in Das clay, and then Tamiya ground effects soil with some UMP pigments to change the colour in places. Is used Jarvis shirt and medium static grass. Applied with a tea strainer and a balloon rubbed on his hair for static. That's what he said he rubbed it on. Else cheapo art resin from eBay for the water. Then one set covered in gloss, Mod Podge sprayed with air from the airbrush to make ripples, then UMP white primer, dry brushed for the ripples. His first go at a Dio, and he'll be making more. Have a good evening, guys.
Not really good, that is actually.
No,
Really.
it's turned out all right.
Yeah.
No, I like that. I do quite like that, weirdly. It's done all right. To say he's a motorbike and a car person.
Yeah.
I bet it didn't taste very nice though.
That's nice.
Oh, and the last one of the evening
Ah, look at that.
is our very own Mr. Alan Parker. And this is a Bender, scale 6 inch-ish from Moi. Is printed on a resin printer of some description. Quite correct. It's primed in UMP black, a mixture of Mr. Hobby Super Titanium SM205 and Mr. Metal Color Iron MC212, Mr. Hobby GX black and white, and a few model colors, and a Tamiya panel line wash.
It's fun, that was, Dan, to be honest.
Yeah. What was the cigar?
That is a cotton wool bud stick chopped up.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Your eyes don't look wonky like mine. Not like that. I was going to say I do like a good Bender, but that after the cartoon, that sounds wrong.
Moving on.
And that was the final one of the evening. Thank the maker.
Well, right then, you get to vote. And the winner this week is going to be put as the header over on the Live of the Bench page.
Yeah, bye.
Yep, that's what we decided, me and Alan. Alan's idea, good idea as well. So when you see Alan say start your voting now, you get the time it takes Dan to go through them quickly to vote for your favourite build. So there we go. Whenever you're ready, boys.
I'm ready.
Ready? Go for it, Dan.
When I say ready, I'm not really ready. I'll just click onto forum. Maybe. Hang on, why did you? No, I know why, because I'm already on that tab, you tit. Oh, I've been up early. It's a long day. I'm ready, Alan, now. Sorry, mate.
Go for it, Dan.
Cool. We have Mr. Warden B with his 24 scale Nissan 370Z. I quite like that one a lot. We have Mr. Crumbs 01 with his 1/18th scale SAS toy Jeep. I quite like that one as well. Weirdly, I never noticed that tarp on front. I quite like that.
Yeah, no, it's very good.
Oh, it gets better from that side too. We have Two Kids No Sleep with his 3D printed Jack Sparrow. And we'll slip swiftly over to Face Ache. And we have Mr. Dave Allen. Go away, Baghdad. Go away. Mr. Dave Allen with his Aoshima 24 scale RX7. We have Mr. Justin Hart with his Tamiya 24 scale Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR. We have Mr. Chris Pilling with his Fujimi Mugen CRZ in 24 scale. We have Francois Moraes with his Mini Cooper. I don't say Tamiya 24 scale Mini Cooper. Mr. Simon Shorey with his Revell 24 scale 69 Boss 302 Mustang. I hope you called it Sally. Mr. James Clark with his Tamiya 112 scale Yamaha YZR M1 2009. Mr. Darrell Masters with his Tamiya 24 scale Toyota Tom Supra. Radek Bonka. Apologies if I buggered your name up, but this is a 24 scale Lancia Delta S4. I'm guessing it's the new. Naughty new. Mr. Chris Burrill with his Revell Snap Tight 72nd Mavericks F18. Mr. Richie Lamb with his Mark 8 Lynx in 32nd scale by Revell. Mr. Paul Birkland with his Tamiya 24 scale Mazda RX-7. Mr. Chris Stover with his Tigen 16th scale Tiger 1 early. Mr. Gary Constable with his Fujimi Suzuki GSX R750. Mr. Dave McCrae with his 24 scale Hasegawa Lancia 037. That's a beautiful looking car, And Chunk with his 72nd scale. No, his 24th scale to me, Jägermeister Porsche.
Slightly bigger.
Mr. Dan Croak with his Tamiya 24 scale Mustang GT4. Mr. Luke Ward with his 72nd scale group build diorama thingy what's it, and a 6-inch bender from Mr. Alan Parker.
Nice one.
I shall stop sharing.
Thanks, Dan. That was awesome.
Oh, some really good work tonight. Some really good work.
I'm done.
Difficult.
Oh, I'm struggling. I have got 2. I have picked 3 as my.
I got 2. I picked 3. What?
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
Right then. So, Paul, your choice, please.
Dan's Mustang.
Okay, Mr. McNish.
I'm going to go for Richie Lamb's links.
All right.
Okay. Dan. Scath, that is Dan Scattergood.
Sorry, Dan, but your Mustang were right up there, but it were a toss-up between that and Collins Brothers 037. Sorry, but it's the 037 for me. Although I do like your Mustang, and I'm giving you 2 thumbs up for that because that was awesome. Sorry.
That's
not
all
sorry.
right.
Oh, but you don't like my bike, huh?
No,
Jim, if it's any comfort, no one likes anything I build, so you're all right.
I can't complete anything anyway. All my stuff's half-assed.
I'm going to go for Radix Delta.
Ooh, that was my 3rd one.
Yes,
Yeah,
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Roland.
Yeah, I had the 2 Lancias right up there. I thought that must be them, but it has to go to Dan. That Mustang paint job is just too good. So Dan, is yours.
Okay. Jim.
Another one for Radix Lancia Delta S4.
Okay. And I'll be honest here, I like the Lancia as well. Whilst I admit Dan's is an awesome build, the Lancia is also very good. So nothing against you, Dan, honestly.
I feel bad because
I know. The problem is there's so many good models there. They're all good. They're all good.
That's
models.
awesome.
They're all a really good standard. It's very difficult to choose.
Yeah.
But,
Really nice.
but anyway,
Lovely problem to have.
we have a clear winner. We have a clear second. We have a clear third. So in third place is our Dave McRae with his Lancia 037.
Yeah, it made the top 3. Good lad.
Yeah. In second place was Radic with his Lancia Delta S4.
Ooh, good lad again.
And today's winner, with the majority of the votes, is our very own Dan Croak for his Mustang GT4. So well done, Dan.
Well done, Dan.
well done.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
It's fouled. I demand a recount.
Pick your favorite picture and forward it to Alan if Alan wants to have a go at doing that.
Yeah, I'll sort that for you.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah.
We'll give you pride of place for the next couple of weeks.
Cool. Truly humbled. Thank you, everyone.
And I'm with Dan. That's your best work to date.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
I feel bad for not voting for it, but that 037 just tickled my pickle.
Hey, don't feel bad for your votes, mate. Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
But if I could have voted, well, I had 2 2 Lancias and Dan's Mustang, but it was very, very hard, and the cars are very good as well.
I voted for Dan because he pays well.
God.
There we go. Well done.
No, well played, sir. Good hours, as Mr.
Nice
Luke
one.
would say.
There we go. Anything worth reading in the chat? Has anyone appeared? Kalen. That's right. I think it's Kalen.
Weren't that Superman's name?
That was Clark.
Kal-El.
Kal-El.
Yes.
His name was Clark.
I see what you did there.
Who was his son of, though?
Oh,
JRL.
Ah, damn you, Dan.
I'm glad you shouted that because that
You
had pulled
would.
me all night.
What was his middle name?
Right.
Not so smart now, are we? Yeah, it was Dave.
Dive.
Oh, Dave.
Rob's going to glue the bonnet on. Auntie's there. Good evening. Hello.
But
Trace says, hello, Murphy's Mule Barn. Which house would you like to speak to? Hey. Darrow's asking, where's the rum?
No, it's gin tonight.
Paul's on the rant, so go get the popcorn and beer. Yeah.
What?
Stand by.
Sure, S is there. Good evening, everyone. Just finished work. Hope you're well, bad mate. Hope you're okay. JRSAA says, hello, all from Burgo, Spain. Good night.
wow. Yeah.
So, hello. Good night.
Hello and good night. It's a good night from him and it's a good night from me.
I think that's about it. Bit of a critique from Pheasant Plucker there tonight.
It was well spotted.
Yeah.
I didn't spot it until I finished it, so you know.
You could easily change them around if you wanted, couldn't you? Or these,
The wheels are actually different, which is one slight annoyance. They're more dished on the front.
all right.
So you could, but I'm not going to, and I don't really care.
Nah.
But you know.
Dean's there. Hello, Dean.
Evening.
Middle name is hyphen. Boo. Right then. What should we do next? George said, I asked my wife if I was the only one she'd ever been with. She said yes, all the others were 9s and 10s.
I saw that.
Stand by.
Oh dear.
What do you call a pile of cats?
Uh-oh.
A meowton?
Oh,
My wife left me for another man. All that lies ahead now is a miserable, pointless, lonely life. And while he's going through that, I'll be down the pub with my mates every night. Want a crack today on my Twitch stream? What did the daddy buffalo say to the baby buffalo when he grew up and went to college?
Go on.
Bye, son.
Oh.
oh my.
Really?
Awful, but I like it.
Tickets will be on sale on Monday. It's coming to a working man's club near you soon.
Pally Pally.
So you've heard the joke about why 6 was scared of 7?
Yep.
Because 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
Well, 4 witnessed everything, but was too squared to tell anyone.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Quality jokes. Anyway,
I appreciate a good dad joke.
Mr. McNeish, would you like to do your section?
Possibly.
Okay. Alan, would you like to do yours?
Which one?
Yeah, I'm easy.
You got questions as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why have you got 2 sections then? We need to delegate one of those sections out to somebody else.
Well, there you go. Okay, fine.
Hang
Jim.
on. Wait for it. Jim's doing kit section.
Yeah, we're going to that one on him, eh? Al, you stick with the questions. We'll palm it off on Jim. Right, you got yourself sorted up. Alan, do you want to do Simon's thing?
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, well, delegate. I forgot you had 2 sections. We'll move that on to somebody else then.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want to do one of yours first then, Al, or?
No, you do.
Okay, I'll start sharing it.
Who hasn't got a role? Dan, you haven't, have you, Mr. Croak?
No.
And
No.
Jim's interviewer, so there is that. You're the chat reader, Roro, which I've taken over tonight. Would you like to do questions for the crew, Dan?
I'd quite happily do that, yeah.
Yeah, okay, then we'll start tonight.
Yeah. Right, is that sharing?
It is indeed.
Yes.
Right then, so in Simon's absence, first up, we have our very own Mr. Shorey, and he's got himself a Fleabay bargain. It's a Lotus 107 Ford from Tamiya, and he's also landed himself some decals from, I think they were from Indie Decals, I believe, the various cars he's building. I think one of those sets is for me as well.
Ooh, like that.
Yeah, me too.
Really nice. Very, very nice.
Goes to Tamiya for that photography angle.
Yeah. Next up is Darrell, and he's got himself a couple of planes. One of them is a Folland Nat, is it? Is that Nat pronounced?
Yep.
Now?
Yeah, no,
172nd by Airfix. And the other is a
Cracking scheme.
Avro Shackleton.
oh,
That looks nice.
lovely.
Love that.
Right, squadron.
And is this going to work if I do it this way? What else has he got here? He's got a little restock from UMP. He's got himself a little Mazda Roadster. He's got himself some glue and glaze. That's the Tamiya saw. Is that Paul by the looks of things? Yeah. Some
Yep.
Tamiya tapes and the obligatory Haribo and sticker.
Aha.
I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, and he's actually got himself a ticket for the Telford show as well.
Oh,
And finally, he's got himself some Modelers oil washes and some Rocket super glue.
Mm.
I've never heard of those before. The Modelers thinner and
I've seen them like around lately.
no, I've never
Okay.
seen. Interesting.
And that's it from Dowell this week.
Cool.
And we'll have to go all the way back to the top because of fate's sake. And then we've got our very own Mr. Scattergood. He's had another resupply from UMP Towers. Some UMP leveling thinner, some Mr. Super Clear. Is that just the standard Super Clear? Is it not the UV cut? Is it Dan? No. And the obligatory Haribo and sticker.
Nice.
Nice, yeah. Oh, and he's got another Beetle scooter, Dan. Is he gone?
Yeah,
It's
must be.
far away, yeah.
Yeah. Look like nice little things, those nice little kits those look like as well. I don't know what's going on here. Sort of
Yeah,
jumps-
the dance are mixed up.
Yeah, you don't want to mix stands up.
I don't know if it
No.
stands up.
No.
And these are from Keith Holland. I ordered this lot on Sunday night from UMP. Got delivered at lunchtime today. Well impressed with UMP with very fast delivery. Can't wait to get back to the bench. Excellent. Keith has some UMP primer, some decal setting solution, some TET, and some of the Azusa tapes. Is it, Paul? I think.
Yeah.
The white for the yeah.
Very nice.
Excellent.
And seriously, supporters, we need all the support we can get at the minute. Online retail is dire at the minute. I think everyone's struggling across the board. So yeah, come and support us. It'd be really appreciated.
One from Robert Adams. He said he's super excited for this one. It's a Arado AR196A3 seaplane.
Wow.
I think that's
Nice.
a World War. Is that a World War II one? Is it, Al?
Yeah, it's hard to find that kit now.
Yeah.
The
It
du- the
is,
dual,
that's a rare
Yeah.
kit.
yeah, the
Yeah.
dual pontoon one's hard to get.
Yeah.
Although there are a few floating around at the moment.
Right.
That's what else.
Umtish. I wish FaceAche wouldn't do this. Next up, we've got David Yo. He's got a big haul this week from Spot Model. He's got himself a GT40 kit from Meng, an Unu Porsche 935, a Hasegawa Porsche 962, and a Pagani Hyara with detail PE set.
Good luck with that.
Yeah,
I love
decals
a
are for the
Pagani.
AMG GT3. 112 Brabham BT44, Apple sponsor for the Porsche 935, and carbon fiber wheel nuts for the Tamiya C9.
What's up with the goofy rear view mirrors? Boing.
That's just down there on that car.
That's what they are. It's all about style.
Yeah.
It just that looks. The car is beautiful. The mirrors. Great.
Ford GT. Nice. Porsche 935. I want one of those kits, but you just can't find them for love nor money. The old Leighton House Porsche 962. Very nice.
Oh, like that. I like that a lot.
I say carbon sets and decal schemes. I like the Apple one for the, but I say you need the K3 Porsche for that, unfortunately. Great scheme. And lastly, some detail up parts. Yeah, that's for the Pagani. And what's that for? That's the hub set for the C9, isn't it? From Top Studio. Very good haul there.
Lovely haul that, yeah.
Next up, our very own Luke Ward, and he's been buying some stuff as well by the looks of things. So he's got himself some Alclads. Are they the metals? Are they hot metals? Are those, Paul? Can't see, just the metals, I think.
Polished aluminum, black chrome, aluminum, dull aluminum, chrome.
Yeah, it's all the metals, isn't it? I think.
I know that's spectral.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes his Alclads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's metals
Oh,
there.
I do too.
As he says, a little restock of Alclad. Oh, he's got himself a Bluetooth module for the Arduino, whatever that is. I can't even say that.
Arduino.
Yeah, the Fujimi 16th Ferrari Testarossa. Yeah, he's going to have it all Bluetooth controlled, isn't he?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly, yeah.
Shall I tell you what my prediction is? The mysterious blue smoke, and then nothing works.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah,
I think
Come on, Dan. Come on.
Oh,
fixed off to the Meng 124 GT40 as well. Very nice. And he's got himself a little quick build for the 3-year-old picked out. She loved building it and now wants more models.
Good honor.
Start them
Yeah.
young. That's the best way.
favorite.
Nice, man. Nice.
He loves the
Nothing
big
wrong.
ones. And loads of paint strainers for paint and for resin.
I've got about 1,000 of them. I bought a massive big box full.
Yeah, so I do. I'll buy them in the box load. Oh, nice haul there, Luke, this week.
Yeah, very lovely.
Next up, we have Dan Edmonds. So Dan has brought some Mr. Hobby primers to try. As Paul has said in his
Wow.
YouTube videos, I like the idea of using lacquers where possible. Yeah, I've only got the 1500 black myself. But yeah, it's probably worth getting a few of the others. They are
Yeah,
good primers, aren't they,
they
Paul?
are.
So,
They're very rare at the moment.
and the thing is, once you finish with the pot, they're great sized pots as well for mixing other paints.
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
they're,
true.
they're 60mm pots, aren't they? So
Save them.
I'll save everything. Me, throw nothing away. Me.
If you're a proper model, you throw nothing away.
And then got Thomas has bought these Hobby Design 787B decals to make the fancy livery version of the Tamiya Unos Roadster.
Hmm.
Okay. Going to be interesting to see that one, Thomas.
Yeah.
Aren't they, those all the dotted lines and stuff, aren't they? What go on that? Yeah, absolute nightmare.
Oh yeah, because the transition between the green and the orange.
Yeah, that's the one.
Mm.
That's
That'll be
going to
interesting.
be, ooh,
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that turns out.
it's going to be swear word o'clock.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing that though. Next up, we've got Walter. First up, Luke C made me do this, the RFM M1240A1M ATV.
Very cool.
Hmm.
Look a bit of a beast, that.
Yeah, it does.
And he's got the and a 6th Vesda 75mm Sherman in 1/35.
That's supposed to be a belting kit also.
Yeah, very nice. I'll have to build a tank one day.
Yeah, me too.
2 more Red Zebra resin storage sets in 1/35. Awesome. Some AK EasyCast textured medium. Is that
Never,
is that to give like the textured finish on like the turrets? Like
I bet that's what it is. I bet that's what it is.
Ah, yes, would be.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Maybe
Not
what
a
it is.
tank man at all, so I don't know.
Yeah. He's got himself the M561 Gamma Goat from Tamiya as well. That's in 135th as well.
That's a very old kit. It'll still fall together though.
Yeah. And the M151A2, again in 135th.
I wouldn't like to be that driver when they let him go with that big gun.
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
I'm gonna.
That's
He's
also-
gonna fire that and he's gonna say something. The driver's gonna go, "What?"
Well, the steering wheel's in the middle, so possibly it's single crewed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
You think there'd be somebody on the back to fire the thing, though, would you, Al, or not? No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah, I think you'll
Unless
stealth
it has to be
him.
stationary.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're just the wings. I thought they might be jacks or something. I'll go down to hold it stationary, but
I was saying, could you imagine firing that and it's literally there's no props on ground that's going to hold you. It's going to rock about all over shop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Captain, I was aiming for that target there, but by the time I'd finished rocking about on tyres, I hit that other country that is not even in this war.
pretty cool all the same.
Well, now.
Next up is myself. Talking to our very own Mr. Ward, he convinced me to get some AK True Metals to try for weathering effects and stuff, which I did, and I found them really good. To be fair, I like them.
All right. Never tried them.
Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, I like them.
I found those ones didn't dry that very well.
No, it comes up on your fingers if you still handle them afterwards. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I landed myself a bender and some extras from Dan. Thank you, Dan.
No worries, mate.
I landed myself some carbon sets and a detail upset from Scale Motorsports. Detail upset for the Toyota GT1.
Ooh,
And
nice.
carbon set for the Williams FW24 and a carbon set for the Corvette C5R, which I haven't actually got, but I was just going to use the carbon sheets for something else because it was cheap. Cheap. I also had a bit of a haul from Studio 27. Carbon sets, basically one for the Lotus 99T, one for me Impreza WRC, one for the Senna, one for the C9, and one for me MP412C. Where's it all gone? Next, we've got Dave Allen. He's got himself an AMT 125th 32 Ford Victoria.
Oh, wow.
That'll be cool.
I like the look of that. It's just that little
Yeah.
red square that says AMT.
Yeah, but
Nice scale, though.
yeah.
Some
Not that
are,
much they can get wrong with it, surely, Dan.
it's AMT. So you can get some really good kits, and then you can get some big piles of dog do.
Doggy do.
Yeah, I was going to say another word, but dog do's probably better.
That's nice. That'd be interesting to see. That'd be nice in a nice candy colour.
Yeah.
You could go wild in the aisles with that one, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Al's gonna carbon it.
Next up, we've got Gary
There we
Pashley.
go.
This is going to be a long one. So, being on a buying ban for ages, but had a windfall, so I decided to treat myself. Most of it is still in the postal system, but if I don't add it now, I'll forget before Friday's live show. First up, off Amazon, Tammy's beautiful 148 F4B, Phantom and Academy's 144th B52H Stratus Fortress.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Don't
Nice.
care.
He's never going to build them, but
Well, you never know.
He's gonna
You
get
never
back to
know.
it. I
You
think.
never know.
never say never. As soon as he buys a Jag, he ain't building no for a while.
Yeah.
Trust me.
And he's continue with the 144 theme with the Academy B1b Lancer And the one I've been waiting for all year on is ICM's 148 Douglas B26K Invader.
Excellent.
I like the Lancer, if I'm honest.
Yeah. They're across at Fairford at the moment. They arrived, I think, was it today or yesterday?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful looking aircraft. And I'm not an aircraft person, but that one is a real nice aircraft.
Yeah, nice cars.
Yeah. These are two nice motors, a couple of Aoshima's 4-door Skylines, because I'm weird like that. The 4-door Skylines are nice. It's pity they don't do the estate version. They do a nice
I thought they did. I thought there was an estate one.
I haven't seen it, but you could be right, Dan. You could be right.
I'll have a look.
He'll just check his stash.
He's got some extra wheels for the said Skylines.
Probably better checking his beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
And he says, and finally, the Aoshima Seleka Fastback. I've been one after these for a while. Finally found one on eBay for a reasonable price, given the kit is currently out of production.
I'm going to say I like that.
It's as rare as hen's teeth, that. And do you know what? Gary has actually started this kit.
Has he?
No.
He has.
No.
Holy shite.
I'm talking to him today and he started this one. I'm a little bit jealous because that's a great kit.
It is a good looking car, that, isn't it?
Yeah, but I said to him, once he started, he puts it back in the box, I'll have it off him.
It depends how many times he's hit it with the hammer.
Yeah. Next, we've got Dean Slater. First purchase of the week at the IPMS Abington show last Saturday is this Meng 124th Ford GT40 Mark II. A very nice kit here. Everybody's raving about these, aren't they? You've got one, haven't you, Paul? Yes, I have.
Yes.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, thank you, Jim.
Your Honor.
That sounded just like Elvis. Well done. Yeah, I haven't reviewed it on the channel. I think it looks good. Although loads of people complain about it.
I seem to remember you doing a review of it. Yeah.
What are they retailing for over there?
Expensive.
Yeah.
About 45 quid, I think.
What?
Maybe more. Might even been 50 actually.
Well, there's our local hobby shop got one in. He's got $100 price tag on it because of the market from the distributor.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Dean's also landed himself a 124th Tamiya Nismo GTR R34 for a great price on eBay. It's a great kit. I've got one of those in my stash myself. I just love the side shot on that.
I did. I think I sold it. I might probably sold it to you, knowing me.
You did, yeah, you did. You did indeed. And he says, and finally, this set of decals from LV Productions for the 124th AMG Merc C-Class DTM. Been wanted to do this livery for years. That looks quite nice. The engine, the actual engine on the front.
Yeah, I will get that if I can find another one of that kit.
Yeah.
It's very rare.
Is that the Tamiya one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've got the later Revell DTM C-Class.
It's a different car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Shane Wright, and he's got himself a selection of Scale Motorsport carbon fiber decals. It's good stuff. It looks like he got himself the whole range there, more or less, by the looks of things. Nice one, Shane. Also some SMS lacquer paints, SMS 2K clear, and a set of micro drill bits. Yeah, it's gonna have to give some of this SMS paint a go, Paul. See what they're like.
Yeah.
I think their colour range is getting better and better, isn't it, all the time?
Yep. Trunks wears fine, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think the local to Chunk are over that way, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yes.
Yeah.
I think there is a place over here that's selling them, Dan, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What SMS is it? That's Froome models.
Ah.
Next
They
up,
do online as well.
Yeah. Next up, we've got something from Hugh Gordon. He says, "Evening. First up, another order from umpretail.com. He's got himself some of the storage systems, some of the Tamiya 80mm tapes, and some of the Azu 2.5mm tapes. The obligatory Haribo, and thank you. Note, I say, guys, this storage stuff is brilliant. I've got loads of it myself.
I have a crap ton, and that's a metric crap ton.
I'll be honest, I will be buying more, but I'm going to wait till we get to Telford.
Oh, do you know what? I need a few more bits for over outside of my 3D printer, and I'm going to do exactly that, because then I can decide in person which bits I
Exactly.
want.
That's what I want to do. Yeah, it's good stuff. And he's also got himself some paints. Yeah, there's lots of the X range there and the XF range from Tamiya.
They're a good range of paint, but LPs are better.
Yeah, I find they work better if you mix them with the lacquer thinners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They spray much better. And more paints.
Oh, good God.
Please, mate.
I just realised he's got a whole load of stuff here. Look.
Yeah, he's got 3 or 4 posts.
Yeah. And it's all vanished. Oh, there we go. I didn't want to do that. Why did I do that? That's the way he's done it. Okay. So he's also picked up a few kits. A Wolfpack Catalina Mark 1 in 1/72.
No.
Interesting.
It's an ugly arse end of a plane. That.
Oh, God.
That's
no.
quite a good looking plane.
That's a pretty plane.
That's pretty, yeah.
There's one at Cosford, and it looks like a dog just thrown up on grass. It's awful, awful looking thing.
You heathen, you.
I am. You're quite correct.
Telling you.
I know they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but that is hideous.
Hugh's also got a job lot from the same seller. Got me the Hella Jag in 1/48. Lovely
Thanks.
Jaguar. I'm sure that's right up your street, Dan.
I like the aircraft, but I suspect that kit needs a lot of work. And
Yeah, it's not the best of ones, but you know, in 1/48, you've got very little choice for the.
I'm going to say when it's only gaming
service.
I think I'd rather build that over the Kitty Hawk.
Yes, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Is that plane still in service anywhere, Al, or is it completely out of service?
Probably somewhere, yeah.
Out in the Emirates, maybe.
India, I think, may still be flying them, possibly.
Oh, nice. And he's got himself an Airfix Lightning in 1/48.
No, that's an aircraft.
Yeah.
Now, see, I'm gonna say that looks but ugly with those wings.
Yeah, I've never seen the tanks on top of them.
It's because they were an afterthought.
Yes.
They weren't popular. It just ruined the complete control of the thing.
Yep. I've seen one of them flying at RAF Wittering about 10 or 12 years ago when Vulcan came over, and oh my Christ, what a noise that makes.
Yeah.
The earlier models in the all natural metal, man, oh, that's a sharp
Beautiful.
plane.
Look at that mounting of these air-to-air rockets. Very interesting.
Fuel tanks, aren't they?
Fuel tanks.
Yeah.
Unless he's talking about the ones underneath.
No, I was trying the one which are next to the cockpit.
Yeah, these ones are
They've always been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a brim?
Is that a refueling?
Yeah.
Ah, right.
I didn't know. I didn't realize it did in-flight air fueling back then.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That drunk some fuel.
Yeah, I know that did. Yeah. Done that one. So next up, we've got the along with the Airfix Buccaneer double boxing in 1/48.
Buccaneers.
Yeah. Now, some of these kits came in, well, obviously in singles. One or two, they were double boxed. I think it was a mistake as well.
Oh.
Because it's something to do with the Bombay. There was two different depths of Bombay, and instead of putting in the sprue, they put in a complete new kit.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, bargain if you got one of them. Bargain.
So it wasn't like all that sort of boxing had two kits, and was it potluck or?
Yeah, it basically potluck. They didn't market them that way. They just, instead of putting in the single sprue with the Bombay in it, they put in a whole bag, because Airfix bag and everything goes in the one bag, one plastic bag. So that's what they did. They just threw in the bag.
Awesome. I've lost the last. Oh, it's done it again. Look, see, face ache. I think this is the last one from Hugh. Oh, it says, lastly, another Airfix Buccaneer in 1/48. Not a bad haul. Have a good show.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Nice.
Best color for a buck ever.
Yeah, that looks beautiful.
They got a couple of those in RAF Cosford as well. They parked up, I think, haven't they? Sure.
There are a few of them around.
Yeah. Next up, we have our very own Dan Croak. He says he's got some Gravity Spain supplies. I'm assuming your Pro 2K is coming to an end then, Dan, is it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much done.
You're gonna join the dark side of the rest of us and go to Gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a skinflint, so I might try and get some more activator for it, but
it's a bit thin.
That's just in his nature.
Yeah.
It's a bit thinner, Dan, so be careful.
Yeah. In the end, you've got an assortment of was that Ford Nitrous Blue, Kawasaki Lime Green, is it, and Nissan Bayside Blue.
Yeah,
nice.
Just think about some future things I want to do.
Yeah.
Mainly just to fill the box with the clear.
Always got to think ahead. Always.
Oh yeah, and a snipe from eBay. You jammy person, you.
Sorry, Simon.
Yes. A nice Jordan 191. Great kit. Great kit. Oh, we've already done your little bike, Dan. I don't know why we jumped you last time. And this is the last one of the evening.
I needed another one, so I need a few more than one, but yeah.
Great little kits, them, aren't they, actually, those little bikes?
Lovely.
So the last one of the evening is from Scott Hastings on the pre-order purchase list from Ammo. So he hasn't actually got this yet, but he's pre-ordered it by looks of things. Is that the huge Lancaster everybody's on about?
It is indeed the 132nd.
Wow.
Jesus.
I think he needs his bumps feeling.
Yeah, some plastic in that.
We buy it from Ammo either. Assholes.
Yeah.
It needs a double bump feeling.
Depends how cheap it was.
I suppose, yeah. And that is it, folks, from
Nice
Simon's section.
Cool.
Wow.
Well done.
Well done, Simon.
There we go. We're back. Let's have a look. Some terrible jokes. I was reading the chat. Gary's cleaning up mold seams on the Seleka body. Excellent. We've been spammed as well, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More hot models. I thought there were 7 hot models right here.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah. Right then. Al, you ready for your bit now?
Yep.
Go on then.
Can do. Right. Just let me try and.
In the meantime, George has a good question. Why is a Catalina flow plane that's made for water painted in green camo?
Because they have wheels also.
Because the British are weird like that.
Well,
because
Yeah,
all coastal command aircraft were camo
it can land on
top.
the take off and land on the tarmac as well, can it?
I was giving you an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All coastal command aircraft were camo topped with white underside.
All right.
Green and
And,
grey.
you know, simple as so. Yeah, it was just at the time, you know.
well, the thing is, if it's camo top, that means when it's on the ground from above, they can't really notice it as much, I suspect.
Yeah. But you know, it flew low over the water anyway. So most of the time. Okay, that
still a big
sharing,
old
that
thing, though.
killed, that gone. That one, that showing?
Yes, yes.
yeah.
Okay, so this week we've got stuff, kits, and aftermarket. First one up, obviously, is the well talked about border models, 32nd scale Lancaster B Mark 1/3. It's the old wings molds, possibly due before Christmas. Around at the time I searched this out, 449, but since then it's a penny off £700.
Holy squeeze me.
Okay. Pre-order, you can get it for, I think, around, well, from what I've seen at the moment, around 620 is the lowest you can get
Lord. Hey,
Wow.
that bottom left picture, it's 90% complete.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, not many people
Yeah.
will get that then.
And that's
What do you mean? You
also,
don't know that one.
Yep.
also,
Oh my God.
I think that has to be previous incarnations, because if we move quickly on, there are some renders came out recently,
Wow.
which showed further detailed shots, obviously, and they have copper gun barrels, or as described, it was copper metal gun barrels.
That's got
But
brass.
Brass,
yeah.
Very
Um,
brass.
So I mean, that's the that's the quality. The stress skin you can see there is you know, absolutely spot on.
The thing is, if you're an airplane nut, you're going to want one. If you're a rich airplane nut, you're going to buy one.
Yeah.
yes.
I was thinking, which kidney can I sell?
I've only got one, but look, I'm prepared to sell it
For the highest
Absolutely.
bidder.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got to be worth it, and there we go. So much discussion about this at the moment, and whether it's worth it or not, it's up to you. Right.
One
Moving
more.
on from Border Models again, they've got some glass polishing files. They're around £6 each from Border Models themselves. This seems to be the end thing across America. You can maybe explain a bit more about that, Jim.
But quickly going back to the Lancaster, I wanted to interject real quick after talking with Andy. That is supposed to be extremely limited run, as in pre-order it, and they're basing their run off of what pre-orders they get.
Yes.
So if you can want or do want one, pre-order it. Don't wait for because you probably won't get one.
As somebody said to me, it's pre-order and pray.
Pretty much, yeah. Even if you pre-order it, you may not get one.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how extremely limited this is going to be, because it's hugely expensive for the guy that owns Border that bought these to do it.
Yeah.
Because apparently they were close, but they weren't complete, and so he's had to put money into finishing the molds and things like that.
And that's why the prices had to shoot up dramatically.
It's pretty much doubled.
Yeah.
From
So
the original estimates.
That is not a cheap thing to do, is your tooling and
no.
But think about this too. When Wingnut and Wing had it, Wingnut and Wing always sold their kits everybody was probably getting a discount when they bought their kits at full retail for what they were charging, because they could have easily gotten more. And hence maybe that's one of the many reasons why they're not around anymore. So yeah, you look at this thing and you look at everything in it. That's why, multiple reasons why it's going to be so sky high, but it's here. It is going to see the light of day. And if you want one, yeah, just hope you get one and be prepared to bend over and,
And is there going to be a second run?
Who knows?
It depends on this initial pre-order.
That's true. And there's the Dam Buster version is rumored to be, supposedly coming, but if this one is not very profitable for them, then maybe they don't do any more of them.
Well,
And it's going to be hard to turn a profit anyway because it's going to be so expensive.
absolutely.
So as to the glass files, I have briefly heard about them. One or two guys use them. I don't know. I don't have any. So
I want to be facetious. Are they filing glass, or is it abrasive on it that is glass?
I think this latter. I don't know though.
Stick with better sanders like you. Be better.
I've got 1,000 UMP sanders sat right there that are perfect for what I need.
Well,
Yeah,
the old nail genre went into that, you know, the ladies' nail files went into glass, and I think this is just kind of following it. The wife's glass nail files are no use for me, but anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. I came across this the other day and didn't realize in actual fact, so which is why I've thrown it in here, the MRP do car paints. So just for you boys who, I mean, there's a small selection there, which was taken from a screenshot. Yeah, interesting Subaru blue metallic there.
What size pots are they coming out?
Well, I can't show you because I'm screen sharing.
No, it's more they 10 mil, 20
ruin
mil
things. I think they're hang on a second, I'll have a quick look. They're 30 mil bottles.
Okay.
They were glass bottles, but they've gone to the plastic dropper bottle things, which are hopeless. But anyway, you'll still get a badger mixer in there, which is fine.
Yeah, you gotta stick with gravity himself.
Yeah, but just another option for you. Now, border models have a 1/35 scale Stug 3 Aus FG coming soon. No prices, but these are some of the pre-production renders, and that seems to be quite a lot of PE, very detailed interiors, yeah, you can see there's two different tanks there. I believe, is there, or is it just the one? Just the one.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's just the one by the look of it.
Okay, so just the one, but obviously with different photos showing the interiors and whatever. But yeah, looks. Yeah, I must do one of them. Must do a big one someday. From Meng, they've got a 1/35 Panther Aus FG early with air defense armor. Not exactly sure what the air defense armor is, unless it's that slab of metal down the side of the track.
Or those 2 thin sheets on top of the turret.
Yeah, possibly. But yeah, it looks quite good again, you know.
I'm assuming because it's late war.
Yeah.
To stop them being strafed by our Tempests and that.
Yeah, absolutely. Tempests were quite mean ground attack machines.
Yeah.
There's a strange one from Panzerart. There's a 1/35 dug-in Fiat base from North Africa. It's apparently coming soon, and for this little Dio, they're charging £43 and 9 pence, €49.90 and $58.10. It's a strange one. That if you head off to the Panzerart site, you'll be able to see different pictures all around there. But it's a real strange one. They apparently used them, the same as our pillboxes, but they actually sunk the tanks in there, or the ones that were damaged in any way, sunk them into the ground and just used them for yeah, shooting
Russians
things.
have first have done similar thing, haven't they?
Yeah. Again, strange one, but anyway. Again from Panzer Art, we've got 135th stowage set for the Stug 4 and the Jag Panzer 4 and the Sturm Panzer 4 coming soon. 21.58, 24.99 euros and 29 $10. Nice wooden barrel there. Lots of stuff on the back, but I don't know if it comes in. Well, I'm assuming it comes in separate parts and builds
I bet
up.
you that's one hunk of resin.
But it looks like one hunk of resin. And in places it looks quite rough. You know, along the front there. But yeah, definitely possibly worth an addition to the tank. And again, we have separate 135th sandbag armor for the Ukrainian BR30 and Sturmpanzer 4 coming soon at 21.58. Various other prices. That looks a lot better. They just seem to be hang on the sides, but at least they're separate, you know what I mean? So yeah, looking good. More Panzer Art stuff. Wooden ammo boxes, 135th scale from the US, for 81 millimeter mortar shells, and you get 12 pieces in the kit, and coming soon for £8.63. So all these tank boys it's a good week for them.
Yeah.
The armor boys. Again, we've got a 135th scale T90A from Amusing Hobby, full interior, and it was a successor to the T72s. They had the T72 out about a year ago or something. But this one's going to be coming soon with a price. It's just an updated T72, I think, from what I can gather from all the documentation that Amusing Hobby's putting out. But yeah, price to be decided. But quite a mean looking machine. Next up, we have got an updated 135th scale Soviet officers at a field briefing, which includes extra equipment, weapons, and maps. It's all been added and it's coming soon. Again, the price to be confirmed from Miriat. So some small extras there for something I think I showed on my first effort at doing these kit things. So
Apparently it's over there.
yeah.
Over there.
Left.
A reef.
Quinta Studios are pumping out these interior 3D decal sets at quite a rate now, and I've included one of them here, or maybe one or two, but in this case it's a 32nd HE162 interior 3D decal for £10.36. Not a bad price for a 32nd scale kit, but it would have been a basic cockpit set anyway. I know the Tamiya, is it a Tamiya F4 Phantom ones, 20 quid or something? But yeah,
So like that 32nd scale one is going to be, because it's such a small basic cockpit, it's,
yeah,
you know, you got what, 12, 13, $14. Now you get a 32nd scale F-16 or F-15 cockpit, especially if it's a dual cockpit.
Absolutely, far more.
They're up there $40, $50 US.
Yeah.
And I think their average price is like 25 to 28 for your 48 scale jets.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're about 20 pound plus, you know, for that sort of thing. But when you consider that it's around 70, 80 pounds for the F4, the Tamiya, the new Tamiya F4B, you know, that's 25% the price of the kit on top of that, just for the cockpit. Yeah, expensive-ish. Now I think we we touched on this the other week, but it's finally out now. Available for pre-order. The Valiant Wings Publishing P51D/K, which includes the P51H and the XP51F, G, and J, due out in November. So I think it's currently printing for $24.95. However, if you pre-order it, you get £1 off, a whole £1, and free postage and packing.
If they go to Telford, that'll probably be at Telford, and that stands normally right next to UMPs.
Yep.
And those right there are the best reference books
Yeah.
I've ever seen. They are phenomenal books.
I've done a few of them recently. There's a couple the other week, and
They're very good.
Yeah, they are. They're excellent. I'm taking my wallet to Telford.
Prices are not outrageous, not at all.
Very, very good book.
For the amount of detail and the fact that they go into like experimental type ones as well. You know, that's something that's rare stuff, you know what I mean? So there we go. So we've got some more for Jim. Some Quinta Studio has done the 48th F-15 Israeli Air Force RAM interior 3D decals for the Great Wall Hobby Kit, just in case anybody's doing them. I know Jim's doing the bigger one, but you know, you'll probably do this one as well at some time or other. £17.13. So yeah.
I got one in 48 to do too, so
I'm not sure exactly how interchangeable these would be. Normally when you get PE sets, they kind of do a PE set for one kit, but will do one or two others, you know, different makes or manufacturers. So it'd be interesting to try some of these. But it's interesting that they include seat belts and stuff.
I used it on my F-14 and I was pretty impressed.
Yeah.
No, they call them decals, but again, they're really not. They're just they act and perform like a decal, except that you have to apply your own adhesive. So they're just water released off this paper since they're printed on that paper. Water release, but you can't put them down and hope that they stick. They're not going to, because you have to add some PBA or some super glue or something to get them to come you know, stick down. But
good though. And again, Quinta Studios have taken out the 48th SU-57 Freelon interior 3D decals for the Zvezda kit. Yeah, a huge aircraft, that huge, much bigger than the F-35. But again, interesting to see whether the blue interior, that doesn't look right color to me for the blue.
No,
blue interior, because it looks more green, bluey green to me for the Russian interior. Certainly from any of the paints I've got there. So, but you never know, it may be close.
that's always a bugger with if any, like when Edward did their stuff. Now Quinta, because they're printing, they're not painting, so they're not using paint.
Yeah,
and their printing inks are different colors than paints. So that's where you're like, what do? Do you paint it the right color and then have that, or do you match to that and match to that, and then you're out the wrong color? So
well,
sometimes you got to pick and choose. So like that F-15, it's all black, it doesn't matter. Okay, but that you might have to make a decision on.
Well, I mean, you can weather them carefully, but yeah, it's a strange one. Having said that, even the same color of paint from different manufacturers differ in shade and intensity.
Absolutely.
So, you know,
absolutely.
Yeah, so you just got to watch it there. Now, more Quinta Studio stuff. Interior 3D decals for the 48th UH-1Y Venom for the Kitty Hawk kit. Again, they keep producing these things for the likes of the Kitty Hawk kits, which have, you know, are going to be quite rare, and therefore, in my opinion, sort of may have a limited run.
Yeah, but the beautiful thing about these, they can print if they need to. They could do a run of 20, sell them, do another run of 20. It's just not like they have to do a run of 500 and hope they sell them.
Yeah, yeah.
So
anyway, available at £17.13. Yeah.
Certainly dress it up.
Something like that. And again, we've got the 48th Mirage 2000C decals, interior 3D decals, 1713 again. Looks comprehensive, but again, the seat covers there were a different green from, I think, was it a couple of slides ago? You see the green there. Could just be the photography light, but just totally different.
Yeah.
Anyway. Tiger model are bringing out very shortly, due next month actually, 35th scale Pantsir S2. It's a Russian missile system. Some of the 3D renderings look real sexy. That's a beast of a kit. And that would, yeah, I think it's got John Stone's name written all over it. But the whole system looks quite ferocious. I quite fancy that myself, actually. Especially for Dan. Tiger model have got an X-Scale F4U Corsair eggplane due out soon, priced to be there are a few of them around, but yeah, it's just another one from Tiger models. Now, Heavy Hobby here have obviously got some resin aftermarket. It's 35th scale Soviet contact explosive. It's available in 2 sizes, and you'll see from the actual kit there, shows a larger size. These are available from direct from Canada commodities trade.com. So you've got to contact them first, then you'll get a price, and then do all the biz, which seems a bit convoluted. But they may become available around the trade somewhere. And the actual picture there shows one of the Russian tanks with the smaller version of the contact explosives on it. So certainly the smaller stuff to me looks better than the bigger stuff, but could just be the scale. Interesting though. Oh, happened there. Yep. Armory Scale Models and Accessories Hobby Shop. I've brought out some 32nd scale B17 resin wheels. There's 5 different ones for the B, C, D, E, and F, and the FG. For the is it the Hong Kong models B17 32nd scale?
Gotta be.
Yeah. £10 and 4 pence for per set of 3, and you just see the different treads on there, from smooth through to different patterns, cross patterns, and this that and next thing. So yeah, there was only 4 pictures, not 5, so that's all I can show you, I'm afraid. But top 2 have got a bit of, seem to have a bit of PE added to them, so there we go. Right, Special Hobby have got some resin parts available for their 1/32 H1G Cobra. It's they've been updated, resin parts and occasional bits of PE. Yeah, it looks okay, but in places quite rough. although the actual parts themselves look smooth enough. But there's a few of them there, and no prices on that as yet. But that looks like kind of half the model to me, you know.
Yeah, true.
Hobartville Hobbies, where I'm finding these things, I've no idea. But anyway, they've got a 1/24th detailed cockpit interior for the Airfix Spitfire, if you're brave enough to build one. And yeah, that looks quite nice, but I don't know how you got on with the instrument panel and whatever. That might be a bit fiddly, but available from Hobartville Hobbies for $33.23 plus postage and package. Interesting one. It's not often you get some resin stuff for older kits.
Is that still available, that fixed kit? Is that still?
Well, yes, I think you can get them. But the 24th one, well, considered not to be that good, I have to say. So,
I hear you.
yeah, it would take a better modeler than myself. Now, I think we showed this the other week, but this is now available now, the OV10A acrylic paints from ICM for the Bronco. Yeah, interesting. They seem to have changed their bottles slightly.
They do paint? I didn't know they did paint.
Yeah, they
No,
started it. They did it for the
recently.
Invader as well.
Oh.
Who was it? Gary was getting the Invader, so he might want to have a look for the ICM paints that go with that set. They've got set for the Invader here, but this one is obviously for the OV10A in particular, but it does other Vietnam aircraft as well. Maybe not them all, but yeah, Southeast Asia camo, great stuff. Right, for you car chappies, Profile 24 have brought out a 1/24 scale Ferrari 340/375 24-hour Le Mans 1953. Obviously, to me, it looks like a resin kit.
It is.
Yeah.
Is it? Yep.
Yeah.
With PE and metal bits as well. Available from Spot Model at £139.74.
Is that back foam glass? By looks of things.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
It looks like it.
It is. It will be. Yeah.
Although, having said that, normally the vac form glass, even the glass, has got it's printed. It's pressed from a sheet, and has you know, quite a bit of.
It's not very optically clear.
Yeah, it doesn't look to be optically clear, but there again, you're painting half of it, you know. And I mean, looking at the front of there seems to be like a small windscreen in front of the air scoops there, not the air scoops, the exhaust thingy on the bonnet.
Yeah.
You know, behind the number, you've got this little bit of glass, either creating or protecting from the airflow. Interesting one, though. Fujimi have brought out 24 scale Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9 GSR. It's available from Spot Model at £30.02.
Oh.
No, I thought that was quite cheap for a 24 scale kit, but there again, it's a car thing, so I might be way off.
Tamiya does the rally car Evos for about 20 odd quid.
All right, okay.
So swings and roundabouts. Varies from kit manufacturer to kit manufacturer.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's it. That's just another one for you boys. Now, I think we had a look at this the other week, but we've now got the renders for the ICM 148th Gotha Go 2428 German landing glider. That looks pretty detailed on the inside. Yeah, I quite fancy that, to be fair. Although they were never used in anger like others. TACOM have out the 1/72 scale Bismarck BB2 starboard 2 turret. It's due out soon, price to be confirmed, and yet another biggish turret, although interestingly enough in 72nd scale, which obviously, well, you can see there top right, 160 mil long, which is still big, but yeah, another one in the series. TACOM have also brought out the 1/700 scale Charlestown Navy Yard Dry 1 and the USS DD-742 Frank Knox from 1944. Now it's due out soon, price to be confirmed, but that's an interesting set of both ship, boat thingy and dry dock. The thing that got me about this picture was the fact that the rear turret there has got the guns almost vertical. So were they combined anti-aircraft guns or not? Now, well, it's sorry, it's got PE parts as well, but I'm not sure if the crane's included.
I was just about to ask if is that crane included.
Not sure. I couldn't see any documentation one way or the other to say one way or the other. But 700 scale, that should be good. That would make a nice dial.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly could be added to. Let me just stick a wee bit of water in there, a dry dock. TACOM have brought out or are bringing out the 1/700 scale USS DD-743 Sutherland 1945 Zagirin class destroyer plus a bonus 1/72 scale Mark 38 5-inch twin gun mount. Quite why you'd bring out a boat and a turret at different scales, I don't know, but it's got a full hull, it's not a toy, and yeah, interesting one. PE as well.
I think this with these hulls from the Bismarck, which came out now in the last couple of months, so they may be jumping on that boat and they can just take a little part of it and make it in a big scale.
Yeah, it's possible. It may just be marketing, but yeah, get a turret and get a model at the same time, ship model. Again, due out soon from TACOM's the 35th scale Stu H and F42 and Stu G3 Aus F late production. It's a 2-in-1 and it's due out soon. Now, from what I can see, there appears to be 2 models, but I'm actually not sure, because it kind of only shows parts for one, and some of the renders that were available didn't really show clearly any difference that I could see between the two.
Well, it has two different metal barrels, it appears.
I'm going to
Well,
guess the 42 is the flak 42, the longer barrel.
Yep.
I think the flak 42s have gone, isn't it? If I remember right. Can't remember now.
But it's got the two metal barrels.
That'll be it. Yeah, that'll be it. One's got a stumpy barrel and one's got the longer.
Yeah, so you'll get the plastic for the main body and whatever, and then two barrels, and they're calling it a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marketing. Again, price to be confirmed. Now, I think it's the last one of the evening. Now, I think I've put this one up before. However, Porsche have brought out a 1/4 scale HK 117 Ducati 1299 Panigale R. It's a final edition, and the price is to be decided.
So Andy got one of these, and he did it, and I looked through it. I mean, even the ignition key is excluded in this kit. It's crazy, but he had a heck of a time trying to figure out how to mount the rubber tires to the rims. And he had an ingenious way of doing it. Living here in Arizona and having the summers that we have, he let the rubber sit out in his car for one afternoon and brought it in, and it was so hot that it made it malleable enough that he was able to get it over the rims. But that's the only way he was able to do. He just superheated that rubber to get it over. But that's
just lube your rubber.
Yeah. It is an impressive model when it's done, but it's big.
Yeah.
Like big.
That's what she said.
Are those parts pre-painted or you paint them?
I believe they are, yeah. I think the paintwork isn't that great on them as well, is it? Either.
No, and you've got to tap all the drills, holes, and everything.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I had heard that about old Poacher, but I don't recall him having to do that with this one. I don't know if they're new or not.
How's one doorbell's going?
Yeah, that's mine. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on.
Just tell him that you're not in, Jim.
It's the invisible man. Tell him you can't see him.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the end. And this week's photograph is of Linkwood Distillery. Yeah, another distillery, funnily enough. And
the long buildings are they the barrel storage?
Yes. And they're all under lock and key and can only be opened in conjunction with customs and excise.
Yeah, they're bonded warehouses.
Yeah.
I think they can stack them, but again, under the gaze of customs and excise, it's crazy. The way things happen.
It's mad, isn't it? Once you've made your own product, you can't do it until you've got a mister from the government to look at it.
But I mean, up on the top there, you can see the old buildings and the pagoda. That was the original distillery.
Give over.
Yep. And
Where?
then
Where?
yeah, just under the N of end.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
The pagoda and the two storage buildings basically. And that was the original distillery, and that happens a lot through the distilleries in Scotland, whereby you've got the old distillery and the new ones built alongside it, all with new stuff, and totally featureless industrial type buildings and storage. Now, here's an interesting story. They've done an archaeological dig up at Glenlivet, and they have discovered the original George Smith's distillery, the oldest distillery in Scotland. Not that it was legal at the time, but they've actually found that. So I'm heading up as soon as I can to get some drone footage of that, and I'll combine the two for you. So.
I'd love to.
In an unconnected thing, why is that Tesla logo in grass in bottom right hand corner?
Bottom right, okay, Tesla. I don't know. Can you see the little car there in the car park?
Is that
With-
yours?
With a little small chappy in sitting on his seat, and his little helicopter landing pad. You know, just chilling out there, chilling out. So, anyway, there we go. That's all for
Very well
tonight.
done, Al.
That's for now.
Yeah.
Thanks,
There you
Al.
go.
Lovely job.
Hope it was semi-interesting for at least somebody. You know.
Good. Nice job.
Very interesting.
Right, we'll go to, we've got rolling section and questions for the crew. Is that it?
That's it. I think so.
Do you want to do questions for the crew this week, Dan, or do you want to do it next week? You know what I mean? Do you want to start this week or start next week?
I'm happy to start this week.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Unless Al has an issue, I don't want to steal Al's section.
No. It's Al's decision. If he wants to do both, he can. If he wants to pass one on,
Feel free, Dan. On you go.
there we go.
So
go on then, Dan. Dan, let's do it now then.
Okay, so question number 1 is from Daniel Pedersen. Have you ever had an issue with badger needle juice? Mine seems to have gone off and causes the airbrush to stick horribly.
Nope.
Never.
No. I've had my bottle for
Ever?
5 years.
I suspect there's probably paint down the
Yeah.
Could be.
in the needle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the
there
needle
could
in
be
the,
some.
in the seal.
I've had that bottle there for however long we've been selling it. As long as we've been selling the airbrushes, what's that, 5 years?
Yeah.
That there has serviced about 700 airbrushes. And
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
It's like still 3/4 full.
I'm trying to see what's in there.
You don't need much, you know.
A half full.
Yeah. Not
700
surprised.
done with that. Every airbrush we sold has been lubed with that bottle. And it's not sealed. I lost the lid many, many moons ago. So no, never had an issue with it.
Yeah, I wonder if it's some paint up at the packing screw end.
Yeah,
Could be.
that's what I'd suspect. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the badger juice is just
It's
slightly
unclean.
dissolving.
I had
resetting.
problems with the eye water stuff. That gums up over time.
Yeah, the blue stuff.
Right.
I had problems with that.
Absolutely.
Good to know.
Yeah.
And it gum, if you cleaned an airbrush, lubed it and didn't use for a while, when you came back, that was all gummed up. It went like a proper goop. So that's a lot thicker, that stuff.
Hmm.
Not a problem with the badger stuff.
Okay. So second question is from Daryl Masters. Hi guys, Paul mentioned previously not to get fleeced in the Telford cafe/bar and buy your sustenance outside. Any other Telford tips apart from mask up, hand sanitizer, hazmat suit for the toilets that a first timer should know?
Pack everything you need and more.
Yeah.
So I carry a red backpack and it's got everything in it, from medication, paracetamol, heartburn tablets, just anything and everything. Because if it's, we were discussing this the other day, that place is either extremely hot or freezing cold.
Yeah.
It seems to be in the middle, and it's not a nice place to be if you're not feeling too good.
Oh my God, no.
So just take loads of water, comfortable shoes, because you'll be walking a lot.
Yeah, you're on your feet.
Don't do what a lot of people do, take massive bloody Bergen backpacks.
Yeah.
Because you'll see what I mean, because you'll get smacked in the face by one when you look around the stands. And be very careful leaning over people's stands, because if you've got lanyards or tassels on your hoodie or whatever, it's very easy to knock somebody's model. It's happened many times to me. And don't be passing stuff over the models as well, because people have done it and nearly dropped stuff on mine before. And don't pull people over the table. Take cash. If you're going to take cash, take it with you.
Yeah.
Cash is king in there. The vending machines, the cash points get wiped out almost instantly.
While people are queuing.
I will say the model show I went to earlier on in the year, which is quite a small model show, I was surprised the amount of vendors have now gone over to taking card.
Oh, they will. Yeah, loads of them will, but a lot of them don't still.
Yeah,
a lot
but
of them
there are reception problems there. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll tell you now, 5 years ago, there was a place there still using the carbon copy machine for your card.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember
All
that.
right.
It was behind our stand in the corner.
Yep.
I mean, that's
And you
ridiculous.
And you knew when they made a sale because you can hear it go.
chicken.
Yeah. That was about 5 years ago, that was. They were still using that. I've not seen one of them for years.
Yeah.
Other tips. I've gone there every year since 2013, bar obviously last year. Yeah, take your cash, comfortable shoes, take changes of socks, extra shoes as well if you're staying over, because you don't want to be putting your shoes back on you've had all day in there if you've been traipsing around. It's not nice at all. And if you're there over the weekend, I definitely would not get too drunk. Definitely don't do that.
Yeah,
It's not a nice
We've
place.
learned that one.
Anything else? No. If you want a parking spot in the public car park, you're gonna have to get there early, or as you're not getting one, you'll be walking for a few miles.
Yeah.
No.
That's the one right outside the building, is it? Because there's a multi-story up at the shopping centre, which is not that far away actually.
It's not overly far, but because of where Telford is, it's bang smack in where the shopping thing is. So that multi-story is normally rammed. It's normally rammed before Telford, to be fair, by the shoppers of Shropshire.
Yeah, and as Gary said, pace yourself, don't blow your cash in the first couple of hours. Yeah.
Or in the first 4 stalls.
And I would go, personally, I would go on the Saturday. You've got all this stuff of go on the Sunday when all the stalls are closing up, you get better bargains.
No.
Well, you probably won't because most stuff will be gone.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work that way.
The first Telford that I went, I walked around, spied a load of things that I wanted. The second time I walked around, it had all gone.
Yeah.
So my top tip is if you see it and you want it, buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, it will be gone because the next man, there's 4. While you're looking at it, there's 4 people behind you looking at the same thing that you're looking at. And as soon as you put it down, one of the old smells will pick it up and run away with it. Definitely.
What do you mean by that, old smells?
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. So if you see it, buy it, but don't spend all your money in the first couple of hours. So i.e. just bring a huge amount of money.
Make your way, first thing to do is to make your way to the UMP stand, spend a load of money there, then go have a look round. Simple.
Yes. That's it. You got it, Ed.
We'll take care of you. We'll take care of you.
Absolutely.
There we go.
That's it.
Right. So next up is Graham McRobert. If there was a photo etch model kit available to build, which kit and scale plus why?
What? Just made a photo etch?
That's a very confusing question.
Yeah.
Does he mean purely a photo etch model?
I'm not sure if he's on about photo etch in total, the whole thing in photo etch, or if he's on about these white metal kits.
Read the question again, Dan.
But it doesn't make sense, regardless.
Read it again.
It says, if there was a photo etch model kit available to build, which kit and scale plus why?
No, because they're crap.
My fingers are they just started to bleed just thinking about it.
Too difficult.
You mean like these ones?
Yeah.
Oh my God, hideous.
Nope.
I quite like them. I tend to build them like when I'm watching TV. Sometimes. Yeah.
I think you need your bumps feeling, boy.
No sense, no feeling. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Graham, if you can clarify on that, because we're all confused by it.
Yeah.
And we'll get back to you. So Peter from York asks, does the crew think that there will be much aftermarket produced for the border models 32nd scale Lancaster, other than perhaps Decals?
Probably.
I want to say yeah, but it might not be this year.
And that's an interesting question because I personally I think having had a look at that renders that are around earlier on, there's so much detail in there. You kind of think,
Yeah.
what can they produce aftermarket for that?
Yeah.
However,
Well,
again, having said that,
look at it
somebody
this
will-
way: how much aftermarket was ever produced for Wingnut Wing stuff?
yeah,
Not a huge amount because they were so well detailed. But this is different because it's such a big aircraft. So
but you're always going to
Plus-
have the people that want to go just that.
What
Mm.
what aftermarket
Sort of.
manufacturer is going to make anything that's if it is produced on a very, very limited
Yeah.
run, there might be 500 kits worldwide. You know, are they going to make 500 or whatever they make, if that, and hope to sell them to everybody that has that kit's going to buy their widget that they're making for it?
I think once all the tooling's done, isn't it? You know, it's just the kit production costs, then, isn't it, to actually produce them? You know, the actual material costs. So you think they'd just make more if they sell 500? You think they'd make another 500, wouldn't you? Really?
Not according to what they're saying. They're
Right.
basing their first run off of how many pre-orders they
Yeah.
receive. That's it.
But yeah, first run, Jim. Like you say, first run. So if that pre-order sells
so if
out,
they don't have a big pre-order, do they even do the first run? If they get enough to barely do a first run, do they do a second run or just say, hey, we're not gonna risk it?
Yeah.
I suppose
It's a huge amount of money. However, having said that, I'll just say, on the grapevine, I have heard that I mentioned previously £620 was the lowest I could find on pre-order. However, on the grapevine, I've heard that you can get one from a European country for £425.
Can't believe it.
Well,
I know the price because Lee was talking to me about it the other day.
okay.
Just going back to say.
And this one person has actually ordered it.
It's
from
579 RRP.
Yep.
No, sorry, that's a different one. Ignore that. Stupid. 699 RRP.
Yep.
And I've got the trade price here, which I can't tell you.
Don't know.
What price you just quote?
425.
No.
Well,
No, that's been misinterpreted. Figure that out yourselves.
Hmm.
Got it?
Yep.
Yep.
But
because I have both figures here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
699 RRP. And Lee put no kit is worth that effing much.
I'm kind of with him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
saying
so
that,
People buy model factory, crazy people buy model factory hero kits.
yeah, I was going to say, look at some of the Model Factory Hero stuff here, and you're talking in excess of that for some of the kits.
Are they worth it, Jim?
No.
But then, in all honesty, Jim, the one you had was quite an oldish kit, wasn't it? It was not one of their new ones.
No,
How old
but
was
Came
that?
out in like 2014, 15, somewhere in there, I think.
Yeah, so it is a fairly old kit for them, isn't it? Really?
Oh well, I don't know.
yeah, but
I
even
saw it
so,
pop up.
Jim actually bought it,
Yeah.
and that's what it's all about, is the sale.
Yeah, I suppose that's it. If it's something you want.
It's like that big alpha they do, I mean, I will part with the 600 and whatever pound it is at some point to get one. It's just when I've got that money spare, which anytime soon.
Yeah.
A lot of car kits for $700. A lot of car kits.
Yeah.
It's a big kit, and it's going to take years to build. I think personally, I would, whether I'd go for the first lot or not is, I mean, just I don't think morally I could pay £700 for a kit. I don't think I've spent over £150 on a plastic model kit. I don't know if the wife would allow me, or if she did, whether we'd still be married.
Lay down the law, Al. Tell her how it is.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the thing. What's the most expensive kit you have brought though? You know, when you think about it, you know, I've spent some. I hate to think some of the price of the kits I've paid for some of the
We're
kits.
talking base kit or all the aftermarket with it too?
Well, no, just the base kit, Paul.
Yeah.
I paid 220 quid for a white box Tiger from Dragon, and I paid 260 for the Tamiya 12 scale Porsche.
Yeah, I say I'm looking at about 215 for the most I spent on a kit.
Rookies.
I think 90 quid.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, what you're probably talking that MFH kit, aren't you, Jim? What did you pay for that?
I got a deal. It was on sale. 575 US for that kit. But I've got a couple aircraft carriers with a bunch of aftermarket that will rival that, if not maybe a little bit
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Because you gotta have all 90 planes in the air wing, right?
We're not including that.
Yeah, you do.
If we go in aftermarket, I'll go my MP46.
Yeah. And the FW14B's catching up with that pretty quick as well at the moment.
That's enticing. No. I said no more. No.
Yeah, well, we're waiting on to release.
Famous last words.
We're waiting on them to release it. Should have put that in your section for you, actually, Al. Yeah, they're releasing the engine detail upset, aren't they?
Yeah, it's your own hobby, and you spend whatever you want to spend on it.
Well, that's at the end of the day. You know, I work for my money. I have to work hard. Well, say I work hard for it. You know, I have to work for it. So
yeah.
But I mean, this 32nd scale Lanc is quite a dilemma, because it depends a lot on the pre-orders, whether they actually do even a first production run, which they must have done.
I would imagine the biggest problem with. Sorry, I was talking. I would imagine the biggest problem you're going to have with that kit is once it's built, is somewhere to put it and display it.
That is the
because that is going to be, you know, unless you've got a really big front room where you can build a specific coffee table to stick it in, or, you know, a display piece for it somewhere. It's huge, isn't it?
So this is what I find interesting here. You know, the past week and a half since it's been announced, it's the big splash. Oh, it's going to be so big. Oh my gosh, it's so expensive. But then we're talking about the airplane community. You look at the car community, and Model Factory Hero kits have been around for how long? And they've been that expensive, and nobody in the car community really bats an eye. It's like, yeah, well, that's what you're going to pay. And
yeah.
All right, enough of that.
That's it. You pay what you need to pay to get the thing you're interested in. So if 32nd is your scale, and if it's, you know,
if you have the money, you go for it. Simple as that.
Plenty of people want it.
So you pre-order it. It may or may not be built.
Yeah.
You may or may not get one, and if you don't go for it on pre-order and wait for the second run, are they going to do one or not? And it's all a gamble. My fear is you're going to get people who will pre-order and not build and try and resell.
They'll buy it as an investment.
Yeah.
That is, and there's no way I will pay more than a pre-order or RRP.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'll be honest, there's kits I've bought that are in my stash that I've not really got that much intention on building, but they are an investment because you just know they'll go up in value.
Order.
Well, yeah, maybe.
I do know a guy. He's pre-ordering two. One he's going to sit on, and one he's going to build, and he hopes to make enough of profit on the second one to pay for the first one.
Yep.
That's a big jump and a pretty expensive gamble, but
yeah.
I've never ever bought a kit that I didn't intend to build. I've got lots of kits I'll probably never get around to building, but I always bought them with the intention of building them because it was something I wanted.
I have never sold a kit. Never.
Or I have
Yeah, I've never done that either. I've never sold a kit. Yeah.
hundreds.
I've bought kits with the intention to buy them, and 15 years later, I'm like, yeah, I'm never going to get around to that. And then,
Yeah.
and then 3 years later, I'm on the hunt for it again.
Yeah, I to be honest, at this stage, with a lot, because I'm building a lot more cars, a lot of the aircraft kits I've got. I don't know whether I want to build them now, so I may get rid of a few, but that's just because I think the stash is getting too big, and I want to buy some more cars. So. Anyway, let's move on to the last question.
Go on then.
So one from Daryl Masters again. When the crew do buy aftermarket for a kit, do you chuck everything at it, or do you sometimes regret the spend for only using a portion of the upscale kit in the end? I'm not sure I understand that one either. But
Yes, no.
I mean, if I'm going with aftermarket, then I'll, like, so you're talking P, then whether it's a decal scheme or a carbon scheme and stuff, or I like to go the whole hog and do it all, but I never feel bad about it or regret it. I don't think any of us use every single detail up part that comes in a kit. There's always bits you leave out because they're just a pain or whatever reason. I think you're probably the same with you, Jim. Was it with that bike? Did you use every part?
I used a lot.
You didn't use the chain.
I did, yeah. I used most of that Studio 27 set. Yeah, absolutely. And they give you a little bit extras in case, because there's so many tiny parts, you lose something. But what I was going to say is, what happens to the kit, like my Big Eagle that I'm building that Al's worked on? I bought this this cockpit for it, right, from Avionics, and I bought this 15 plus probably years ago. Okay, well then 2 months ago, somebody comes out with a whole different styled set to where he printed the consoles, and he printed the real HUD or the IP cover.
Yeah.
And so now it fits on top of existing cockpit parts in the kit, instead of using these big old hunks of resin that's in this 15-year-old set. So, technology has caught up, because you got to have it now, and you buy it because it's going to go out of production and it's going to be rare, and I got to have it, and then I throw it in that box, and then 15 years later when I get to the kit, something
But the thing is, that cockpit you have there, you could probably sell for what you paid for it.
I don't know that anybody would want it.
Not if there's updated stuff coming out cheaper.
Yeah.
I did the same. Hobbycraft did the 32nd scale Tornado GR1, and I bought an aftermarket set to upgrade it to the GR4, and it was the most complex. I think I'd probably have to say shite aftermarket I've ever done. I put a lot of time and money into that kit. I paid 60 quid for the aftermarket, where the kit was on sale at Hobbycraft at the time for 25.
Yeah.
And I put a lot of time into that PE, and I've just had to abandon it. It was just useless. Whereas,
I think that's the thing is that, I mean, a lot of the aftermarket PE sets and the extra decal schemes that actually end up costing more than the original kit.
I mean,
what Paul's reading something funny, I can tell.
Yeah, I mean,
no, I've just seen Dan smiles in the message I sent him.
Yeah.
Certainly for me, and the aircraft I build, decals for me are an absolute minimum in the aftermarket. Probably because I like building aircraft that were stationed in and around my area during the war, or even now, based at Lossy or Kinloss or whatever. And that's a base minimum for me. And then if you can enhance one or two things, that's fine. But there is a, to me, there is a finite limit as to how much I'll pay for aftermarket as opposed to the kit and whatever. But you're paying a lot for a kit. You don't want to be paying a lot for aftermarket as well. You just need to enhance it just enough to make it, to lift it out of the normal out of the box stuff.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different with the cars. Certainly with the F1 stuff, it's like everybody says the Tamiya MP46. I think, you know, the kit, you can probably pick a kit up, their kit these days for around the £200 mark, if you can find a good one. But the all the aftermarket, you're looking £400, £450 for the aftermarket complete sets. You know, it's expensive.
Oh.
Whereas if somebody brought out a newer kit and you could build it out of the box for, you know, 120 quid, you know.
Yeah. But it's whether that exact detail is going to be there, isn't it?
We've moved on from the PE aftermarket, and we're into resin aftermarket stuff now, and it's and the 3D printing has come on leaps and bounds. So certainly for the aircraft, to me, you know, cockpits and whatever have I mean, this Quinta Studio stuff really does. I mean, I've seen many examples of it. It lifts it from, you know, just the basic out of the box stuff, which if you work it right can be good enough, you know, but it just lifts it to another level.
So, you know, especially newer kits that are coming out, like the Tamiya F4B. I mean, you don't really need. I mean, I love aftermarket. I'm guilty of, I got it. If something new comes out, it's like squirrel. Oh, gotta have it for it. I got that kit, and I'm like, the way the exhaust. I mean, exhaust cans are a given, wheels are a given, seats are a given in airplanes, and yeah, on that one, you really don't. I mean, they have upped it even another step. It's that far and above their F14, because their F14, I think, yeah, you need some seats, yeah, you need some wheels, yeah, you need some cockpit relief because the cockpit's kind of cheesy looking. But with that F4, and even Quinta makes a set for their F4, but I'm like, man, that out of the box is so nice if you put a decent paint job on it, you know.
I'm interested to know what cockpit relief is.
Topographical relief.
Daryl, that's aftermarket. Daryl, that's the aftermarket Alan's talking about.
So you kind of have to make that decision once you get the kit and say, well, do I really need it or not?
Thing is, let's face it, we all buy kits and aftermarket to make us little pickle tickle.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, like you say,
there you have it. It's wrapped up in a nutshell. Thanks, Dan.
I think we've all got our sort of that one kit we all want. You know, we want to do the best we can with that kit and throw everything at it.
The thing is, when everybody, and I don't care who you are, when everybody started modeling, you were building straight out of the box.
Yeah.
And then you progressed to out of the box and a bit of this and a bit of that. And now it's balls to the wall. I'm buying that kit. I'm buying everything I can find for that chuffing kit, whether it costs me £1,000 or not. I'm just not going to tell the missus. I'm going to buy it in dribs and drabs, and then I'm going to build it.
Yeah. It's like me, you know, the MP46. I mean, you know, from being a kid when they first come out, you know, you used to see them on the top shelf in the model shops, you know, out of reach. You know, I've always thought, you know, I want one of those. You know, I want one of those, and it's always been that one kit I've always wanted. And I say, yeah, I've got back into the hobby, and I made sure I've got one and everything that goes with it.
Nothing wrong with that.
So here's a question. You know, one kit that everybody's after, and you would throw every bit of aftermarket at it, and what would that kit be?
Well, for me, it'd be the McLaren MP46.
I don't think I found that kit yet for me. I really
Yeah.
don't. I really don't think I've found that. Don't get me wrong. I've got kits down there that were, you know, a couple hundred sobs, and then they've got a lighting kit that goes weird, blah blah blah. But I don't think I've found a kit that I really, really, really want to buy and buy everything for. I don't think I found it yet. I don't think I have. They'll be out there, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I've stumbled across it just yet. Maybe.
I just tend to buy just new release stuff now. I'm not big into the old stuff. I like the new modern stuff because at my advanced age that I'm constantly reminded of by this group, I don't have time. Life's too short for crappy kits, you know. So yeah, I go for, you know, and they tend to not need a whole lot. So the newer stuff.
Yeah.
I think one of the most controversial kits in recent times that has been suggested is the 148 scale Buccaneer. For the aviation community in the UK, certainly that's one that they really want badly. And if somebody was to make one of them, I certainly would buy probably half a dozen kits. And
you're a Buccaneer addict though, aren't you?
yeah, absolutely. But everybody's got that one kit, that one car, you know, bike, whatever, aircraft. I mean, I would throw all the aftermarket at that I could. I you know, in fits and starts, because you know, you'd build one, throw all the aftermarket, and then suss out what you would need and wouldn't need, and then filter it down to, you know, 3 or 4 kits later. But just the different schemes I would have to build, you know. Yeah. No,
The hell with Santa Claus. Dear Mr. Tamiya, I've been good this year. Could you please make a Buccaneer?
Yeah. Everybody's got a kit they want. I don't care what you say. I know you're struggling, Paul, but you know, you've got a lot of there's a lot of kits that you do car wise that are available. They may be very, very rare and hard to get hold of. However, you know, if you had an ideal kit that you wanted, your favorite car, for example, the Beamer, in a decent scale with lots of.
So what you mean? What kit would I like to see with all the aftermarket?
Yeah. Your favorite all time.
It's going to be a Ford of some sort, I reckon.
A Mark II Mexico with everything.
If I was going to go Mark II, it'd be an RS2000. Just for the nose cone.
See, that's another tricky question, though, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
You try and focus your beam into one specific kit for everything. That's a tricky question.
Well, the Sierras are out there. The Sierra and the Escort are still out there. They're my favourite cars. 2 of my favourite cars. The Sapphire Cos is being released as a plastic kit. Somebody will bring along a Mark II Escort. In fact, I know somebody's bringing along a Mark II Escort RS2000 body shell in resin.
Eventually.
No, they are, because I've been speaking to somebody about it lately.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm supposedly getting one. There's Mark 1 out there. RS200's due out at some point. I'm going to go with something a bit obscure. It's the RS1700T, which was the predecessor Group B car that the RS2. No one going to get this. Few you'll know, but it's me being a nerd. The Mark III Escort on a 4x4 chassis.
Yeah.
I've got a Model 1 in there in 43rd scale, and it was going to be Ford's entry to Group B, I believe, but it was just completely overshadowed by the RS200. But there's rumours that I've heard that the RS1700 was the precursor to the. Is it precursor? Is that the right word? To the Escort Cosy. The Escort Cosy. And there's only a little resin 43rd kit which I've got in there. I did ages ago. I'll go with that. Mental looking car.
Holy shit balls!
And what scale?
24th. I'd go.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I wouldn't. I'd go 16th. 16, not 12. 12's too big. 16's good.
You see what Luke's just put in?
Yeah, 3.5 grand. 35 grand, sorry.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's so many cars and bikes that have
Wow.
been built. It's just,
I'd also like to see something a bit more mundane, like E39 M5, which is it's two-wheel drive. It was rear-wheel drive on it. Sorry, yeah, that was what it was.
yeah,
The late 2000s, well, early 2000s M5. I like one of them.
A Mark 1 Seat Leon for me, because it was probably the best car I've owned and most enjoyable that I've owned.
Weirdly, my most enjoyable car was a shitbox or a Mini. I think I get 200 quid for it and I had to crash it into a bridge where brakes went. But that car drove 80 mile an hour everywhere. I kid you not. You go around the corner, 80 mile an hour. You've got owed on, but it would just a shitbox on wheels, and it was the best car. It was my first car, and I think I escalated.
I
went from that to a Datsun 100A, and the Datsun 100A with a little 4-speed gearbox. In first gear, you could get up to 35 mile an hour. That were another beaut. I've had some shit cars, mate. I've still got one.
Oh, yeah, there's some from Gary.
I had a Peugeot.
Yeah, Orion.
Oof. Do you know what?
Should we think? Yeah, Series 1 RS Turbo. Think of that one. It's one of my favourite cars. Yeah, I go with that. Forget the others. Series 1 RS Turbo in 16 scale. Would do me. Yep.
Plus all
Would
the
that be white with the
aftermarket.
Ford Motorsport stripes, Paul?
Hey?
Would that be white with the Ford Motorsport stripes as well?
No, it'd be just white. No tiger stripes. No tiger stripes.
There we go. That was all the questions, by the way.
Cool.
Oh,
Nice one, Dan.
Actually, Darrell asked a question in the chat there. He says, if you found out for whatever reason you had the last known unbuilt car, tank, plane, bike, etc. in your stash, would you build it or sell it?
Depends
build
what,
it.
depends what it was.
everything has a price.
Everything does have a price, but I'm that sort of knobhead that just build it.
Yeah, I think I'd probably build it.
Or I'd probably build it and burn it.
Or
I'll give you £1 million, euros for that.
I'd still build it.
You
But-
still
but
build? No, wait a minute. You're the one talking about buying lottery tickets all the time, Dan. Come on, you'd sell it in a heartbeat.
I would. I'll build it just to piss somebody off.
But yet you're gonna keep on trying to win the lottery.
Yeah,
Oh, you are a wanker.
it's all about the. It's all about the chase, Jim. All about the chase, son.
Don't know what it's got to do with a TV show, but okay, fair enough. As long as you get Fanny Smeller on there, you'll be all right.
Oh dear.
All done questions?
Yep.
Yep.
Cool, nice one, Dan. There we go. So, yeah, that's us done. We'll be back on Sunday morning. I think,
Rolling section.
after we're done rolling section, of course.
Nice save.
I was just testing to see. Only Dan noticed. Everybody else was happy to
No,
end.
it's a look. It's a look that I got from Roland there.
Only Dan spoke up. Well done, Dan. You passed the test. Well
Yeah,
done.
there you go.
Yeah, sure.
Later, Dan.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to hand you over to Roland now. He's going to look for what we've all picked as our favourite builds of the week.
Indeed, indeed, indeed.
That one, I picked that one as well.
Whatever you do, do not click that link that I posted, Roland. I'm just refreshing your
As long
mind.
as you don't click it, I'll be fine.
I gotta go click it now and see what the hell it was.
Turn your sound off. Turn your sound
Wait a
off.
minute, I didn't pick that one.
Yeah. No, it's Jim.
All right.
This is the Luke section.
Oh, God.
There we go. Right, that's what Jim picked. It's from Al McNeish fella. But anyway, it's a 132 Tamiya P51D. Been a while since I've posted, but fair progress made on the Mustang buddy build. Question mark. Had to take a break from the A6 Intruder as it was sapping the mojo, so primed this baby in MRP fine surface gray and threw down the camo on top. Again, faded MRP olive drab and ocean gray. I have to say that the MRP primers are very nice, but they show every little fault, which is, I think, a good thing. Anyway, decals today, doing KH655/QB 5B of 19 Squadron RAF, Peterhead, early 1945. Love doing these local machines. Right, Jim, you chose that one. Give us a rundown.
I chose it so I can say, take it away, Al.
Okay, back to you, Jim.
Okay.
Spotted a little bit mistake.
No, all I was going to say is you usually don't see Mustangs in the British colors, and so it's a striking scheme. So that took my eye. And I'm glad to see you got paint on it finally, Al.
There's a lot of an anti feeling towards painting American aircraft, classic aircraft, in camo, I have to say. But for me, when I got this this kit, immediately I thought the Peterhead, RAF Peterhead scheme was going to be the one, because yeah, it's local to me, and it's what I love doing. It's the same. I mean, I love the Buccaneer, but with apologies to Roland there, I've never done, and probably will never do, a South African one.
That's
It'll
all right.
all be local stuff. I don't do I wouldn't do the Huntington ones or RAF Germany, and any of those. It would have to be a Lossy one, and that's it. So,
Well, that's fair enough. That's obviously why you have to spend so much on aftermarket.
absolutely.
Is that RAF redundant because it's Peterhead?
RAF Peterhead, Boindy at Banff is now a go-kart track, by the way. So just useless piece of information, but
Definitely.
yeah. A lot of stuff in
lovely.
there. I mean, I've already done the Beaufighter from Dalachi, which is one of the satellite airfields of Kinloss, Lossy, and Banff. So I've
I
done
will
that
just
one.
say this though, Al, your Tamiya tape in your cassettes over on the back wall is very yellow. I've just looked at mine. I'm thinking, why is Al's that yellow? Mine isn't.
Because he's been filling with the picture.
Maybe I've clicked the auto selection on the
Bring the
Photoshop
color
thing,
back. Bring the color back on it lost by the phone.
Yeah, slightly. I mean, it's probably oversaturated, but nobody's picked up
It's
on that.
times you have got to do it.
Yeah, makes it washed out otherwise.
Yeah.
So
That's why I take crap pictures, because I'm.
Your urine sample in the background. On the right.
It's definitely a
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Yeah. Someone's taking the piss there.
Alan chose the one here from Dan Edmonds. So 124 BMX BMW M3 E30 update. On the home straight now. I finished the interior this afternoon. The body is pretty much finished. Just need to attach the final bits and pieces, and she's complete. We'll hopefully have the finished photos and write-up posted by the weekend. Thanks for looking and hope you're well. One of my favorite schemes. Take it away, Alan.
Yeah, it's just really sharp, you know, that the whole decal scheme's good, the paint scheme's good. It's just classic Dan's work, isn't it? Really, really sharp and clean finish. You know, it's brilliant.
No, it's
Looking forward to seeing it all together.
Oh, Steve Soper must have been the driver of that vehicle.
Veteran comes last. Come on, Dan. Look at the detail here.
Yep, it's a nice, really nice clean build.
It does do it. Well, he's just ordered the FXXK, I do believe, and he's also ordered an aftermarket set for that as well. And
Yeah.
I don't think it needs it, if I'm honest.
It's just a great scheme as well. It's like the motorsport stripe over the top, isn't it? You know, the BMW stripe over the top. It's, you know, the rear lights. Everything looks pin sharp, and it just stands out. You know.
Is that the petrol filler?
Yes, fuel, yeah.
It is nice.
I would have left those windows out until the body was on.
Just in case they pop out.
Yeah, because I've built loads of these, and yeah, you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Windows are a bit of a pain in the
Are
ass.
they externally glazed, those ones, Paul?
Yeah. They're a bit of a pain. You've got to clamp them to get them to glue in place.
Okay.
But he's
Looks excellent. Love it, Dan.
great kit as well. Highly recommend that.
Yeah, it's
I
not a
am
bad
gonna
scheme
get a couple for the stash, I think.
for a car.
There's so many schemes available for that car as well, isn't there?
Loads.
No, it's
Hence why
You've got most of them.
Paul has them all, yeah.
Got another 9 in the stash and probably about 16 schemes. Some
He's got a
some-
full.
some doubled up. Yeah, some doubled up. Yeah, one of my favorite kits.
Yeah. Right. Then we have Simon, who is not here. Anyway, this is what he chose from Matthew Jackson's update on my 112 Yamaha YZF R1 from Tamiya. Got all the fairings, etc., completed, painted using zero paints, decals on and clear coated. Pretty much all ready for final assembly, just need to paint the indicators. I was a bit hesitant to use this paint, being a beginner and not having a proper airbrush, as I've heard that they are very hot and can damage the plastic. But I gave it a go, and to be honest, really happy with the results. First go at applying decals too, that aren't just car manufacturer badges, and I didn't lose any, which is a bonus. Well, if that's your first kit, son, then that is really good.
And he's used an excellent airbrush and a kind of excellent propellant.
Yeah, like that.
But he's got a really good finish, so
Yeah.
I suspect Si picked it because it's his first airbrushed attempt at something proper. And yeah, he's done a really good job on that.
Yeah, especially using those kind of airbrushes because they're
Especially when you've got that can in one hand shaking it and it's water.
yeah, or keeping it under your armpit to stop it going too cold. And
that's lovely. It's a lovely job, Matthew. I love it.
Good.
Very good. And Al McNeish had a look at something from John Stone. Surprise, surprise. Greetings once again, slaves to the plastic. Today's update then on the Trumpeter 135 TFFT. So unmasked and tires are on spare wheel station, and spare wheel has also been fitted. I also fitted the control panel for the generator, and I would like to know what you think of it. Gone too far? Okay, etc. Getting near the end, but still plenty to do with tools and stuff. Thanks for looking. Comments welcome. Model on. Lovely. Now, John asked if he's done too much or not. What do you think?
I think it's a bit understated, to be fair. I think if you were to take that and put that on, if you were to mask it in front of a normal background, you take your normal countryside scene or whatever, and stick that in front of it, that would look, it would be very, very difficult to just between that and the real vehicle,
Yeah,
extremely difficult to differentiate. Extremely. I mean, that is just, you know, just superb work, you know.
I really wish I could scratch build really well, because I'd take that base kit as a flatbed version and build my truck I drove.
Yeah, that would be great.
That's
I would
the
love to
basis
see that.
for what we drove.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I mean, John Stone is just he
A
does
phenomenal model, isn't he?
I've seen it again and again, and that's
He's getting better.
Yeah.
after all these years, he's coming along.
It's a
Yeah, he's not a bad modeler, you know, to be fair.
Right, and then last but not least, I went for something totally different. I thought I'll get away from the cars and have a look at the Bismarck from Len Broxton. It's a 1400 Airfix Bismarck work in progress. Things are starting to move along. No turrets mounted, decks fixed, a lot of scratching of vents and cranes not covered in the photo edge. I make a lot of modifications to the two 12-ton recovery cranes, as the kit ones were quite different from the reference material I have. I also had to change the build order somewhat, as some parts prevented detailing if built in the order of the model instructions. I had to sectionalize the build so I would not knock parts off. I did not realize the extra work I had given myself, especially with the photo edge and scratching, but it is taking shape now, thanks to all of your advice and hints along the way. Hopefully my next update will be the completed build.
Cool.
Still a bit to go, but yeah, lots of photos here. What I particularly liked, and I hope I get a more of a detail here, is the wooden deck.
Yeah.
I think he did an excellent job there. That's what we did. That's really
I mean,
very good.
that's an old kit as well.
Yeah, true that.
As far as I recall, I mean, I'm sure I built that when I was slightly younger than I was now.
Just lend one word of advice. I see you have 29 photos, and I see quite a few of them are out of focus, like this one. Just sort them first next time, so we have just, you know, the creme de la creme. But
Yeah.
I like your wooden decks, which you did there, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the final result.
Yeah.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's a wrap from me, and back to the studio.
Cool.
Ah, well done, Roland.
Good choices there.
Yeah, very good. I liked mine and Roland's one at the end. That was a good choice.
Couldn't have done it without you, Paul.
I know, mate. I know. Right then. So, are we done?
Yep.
Think so.
Are we all sure? We're done. Right, there we go. We're done for the evening. We'll be back on Sunday morning, as usual, 10 a.m. for a couple of hours, and then on Wednesday next week as well. So if you want to come join us, come say hello on Wednesday, and we'll try and keep you entertained for a few hours. So thanks everyone that's watched, everyone that's joined in. For those 96 of you who gave us a thumbs up, thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, everyone.
And for these guys, for the time they dedicate for the live show. There we are. We will see you all on Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. 9 a.m. in the morning, the last part of the RX7 build goes up. And I'm going to start working on the Mercedes C9 Sauber tomorrow. So, yes, that'll be up as and when it's up, really. There we go. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.